And we out here. Ty was popping.
What's good, bro?
What's goody, man?
Been too long, man.
I know,
Been too fucking
man.
long.
Used to come through the skate shop, bro.
Yeah,
Cooling
man.
out.
We was freestyling in that shit too, remember? I was rapping and you was like, yo, stick with it. You said stick with it.
Those days, bro,
Yeah,
were so crucial. Like, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from that skate shop.
Oh, man.
Like a different culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To the point where it was like, I knew what skateboarding was, and I watched X Games and all that, but I wasn't in the trenches of it.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, this shit is bigger than.
Oh, man, it's huge.
Like, it's deep.
It is, because, well, see, first, that was my exposure to Perth Amboy. At all. Like, I had never gone to Perth Amboy. Like, I went there as a child to do my little ghetto-ass school shopping.
Yup.
You know, the strip, you know what I'm talking about? You go there with $30, you leaving there with like 3 pairs of jeans, 3 shirts.
Yup. U.S. World. Shout out to U.S. World.
Yup. Right near the hookah spot, yo. But, yeah, that was my exposure to Perth Amboy. And, like, I remember, like, being like, what, there's skateboarders in the hood? Like, this is crazy. And then the shop was just so clean. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely like a big move, like coming out here to skateboard, because it's like different styles, different, like, because you already know people always used to skateboarding with white boys. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like,
it was just a thing.
Exactly.
Like, you would think about it, like, oh, that's a white thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, even now I go snowboarding, people are like, what?
Puerto Rican snowboard?
Yeah, it's like, what? You don't. Like, you don't belong out here.
That's a
but
stereotype.
Then when it's a stereotype, because then when you go out there, it's everybody. It's black, Spanish, Asians, Indians. It's like, it's everybody's out there.
Definitely.
It just sounds crazy when you think about it, because there's no mountain in the hood. You know what I'm saying? There's no, like.
That's not true.
There's mountains in the hood. So we go to Newburgh, you know. We go to Utica.
When I lived in the hood in Long Branch, we had like this big ass, like, they would start construction.
Yeah, but that's a hill.
They would start construction.
That's a hill.
They would start construction and be like, nah. And then we would take our bikes.
Yo, word. That's crazy.
Yo,
but yeah, so it was like the skate world was like, they were so nuts. And then you came through the shop. That was dope. We caught a couple of freestyle sessions over there.
Definitely.
Yo, man.
Those are the days, bro.
Those days, bro. Like, I feel like even though I closed the skate shop, I don't think I was meant to have, like, I don't think that was meant to prosper. Like, I think that was meant to be what it was and fold.
I mean, the skateboarding business is tough regardless, because how skateboarding works is like, it's a trend, then it goes away. Then it's trending again, then it goes away. Like, to where, like, now you see people up and down the street on longboards. That's normal.
Yeah.
And skateboards is normal. Back then, you didn't really see everybody doing it, you know what I'm saying? Now you go to the beach, anywhere you go now, you see people on a skateboard, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. And it was like, and at the time, the demographics was wrong. The actual skateboarders that actually skated were too young to have their own money to buy boards. And then by the time they were able to have money, shop closed down.
Done with it, yep.
Or they're done with it.
Yep.
One or the other, because life goes on.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a rare, real small chosen few that stick with this past their like 25s.
But that's the people who are too good.
Too good.
Too good.
Too good.
You know, and me, once I got that last injury, I was like, done with it.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. Like, you can only break your ankle so many times, you know what I'm saying? And
then you're like, I don't.
You get that fear. If you can get past that beginning fear of getting back on the board after an injury, and then like keeping it moving, then that's the only way you can make it. But I had that fear. I'm like, I'm getting on this thing right now, and I know I'm gonna break my ankle.
You're done.
Over it.
You're done. There's no way you're gonna commit to any trick, and that's when you get hurt. Yeah. When you don't commit, when you don't try to land bolts, and you're like, you're done. You're already goofed. You should have just committed and landed. You probably would have landed bolts.
I think the first injury I got was at the Perth Amboy skate park during an event.
No way.
Yep. And I'm not gonna say any names, but somebody asked me to continue filming whatever trick they were trying to get, and I just sat there on the ground with a fucked up ankle, and I was like, all right, let's get out of here. So I can go to the hospital.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You broke your shit?
Yeah. Yeah. But multiple times. So after the second time, I was like done. I think I was 19 after like the last time I skateboarded.
Bro, I probably would have stopped after the first. But you know what? I never. Shout out to hardwood floors. Yeah. I never hurt myself breakdancing, right? Well, I hurt myself, but not to that level.
That's different.
You know what I mean?
That's different. Yeah, that's definitely different.
Skateboarding is like, no, we snapping bones out here.
there's no right way, and that's a problem because if you think about it, like you're creating your obstacles, you're creating what you're about to do. Like that stair set wasn't designed for skateboarding.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, run up.
It's
the
barely
landing.
designed for people to walk down it without falling.
Pretty
Like,
much. You look at the steps, you're like, bro,
What?
my
Yo.
size 12s ain't fitting on here.
bro, there's people that do crazy stuff. Like can I curse?
Nigel.
Can I curse?
Yeah, you could curse.
There's people that
I
do
don't-
crazy
I don't give a
shit.
I'm like, it's not safe for kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, there's people that do crazy shit. You just watch them. They doing shit switch downstairs sets on rails.
And you're like, bro.
Yeah,
Nigel,
Nigel's
Shane
crazy.
O'Neal,
And they're resilient, too. They keep coming back year after
Ryan
year.
Sheckler.
Yeah, they're all like ridiculous, bro.
It's like OD.
Too, you know what's crazy, too? The people nowadays are way better than anything I've ever seen in my life.
It always gets like
I
that.
know.
It gets to
They
the
have no
point where-
limits.
No. They're levitating.
There was this dude, Devin something. I can't think of his last name, but he was like jumping off of buildings to flat. I'm like, what?
You're like, bro, where do you draw the? That's why, breakdancing it just fell back because of life. I did it 15 years straight, smooth 15 years.
Nice.
After that, it got to the point, you get older, you got jobs, and then I got into house music, and it kind of fell off a little bit. Then I look back, like it wasn't even in my mind, and then I'll watch a video, I'll be like, oh, these Asians took it.
Yo, they're Asians
to another.
who are better than the Asians, bro.
Nobody.
Technicality.
Don't
Even
give them
skateboarding too, bro.
anything.
Daewon San, remember him? Daewon was like the Asian Rodney Mullen. He was a savage.
Bro, he still is.
Still.
And he was one of the first
Yup.
savages.
Yep. Remember watching his stuff being like, I need to stop skating now.
You're like, there's no way.
No.
You like, we had a slow-mo before slow-mo on him. We're like hitting play, pause.
Yep.
And I'm like, what?
Remember Rodney Mullen's like first big video that everybody saw where he was doing like Casper flips and primos and whatever?
They put me up on it. Remember, because I came into the culture later. But
Yeah.
Josh and Oscar put me up on it. Like,
He
yo,
was
you
doing
gotta
crazy.
see
Yeah,
this.
he was ridiculous. I remember that was the first not Tony Hawk skater I ever like watched. Because Tony Hawk was like my idea of skateboarding until like 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then I was like exposed to street skating, and that's a whole different ballgame.
a whole nother thing.
It's just the whole culture is different.
Everything.
'Cause
It's
I
more
can't-
hip-hoppy. It got a hip-hoppy type of feel
I never
to
met
it.
a vert skater actually.
Nope.
Nope, it's too impossible because it only it involves having ramps. We never had that.
Yeah,
We had the
we
street.
gonna find the vert. You're gonna find all the shops,
Yeah.
all the skate parks, indoor skate parks closed down.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
even that's how hard the business is. That you could have a warehouse filled with ramps and your shit'll still fold.
Yep. But I wonder what the insurance is like on that.
Bro, I looked into it.
Is it insane?
Bro, good luck even finding a company.
Wow.
There is an organization that simply supplies skate park insurance, and it ain't even their insurance.
Yeah.
It's like a legal team that steers you on how to get insured. That shit gotta
That's
be
a process,
millions
bro.
of dollars, bro.
Not worth it.
Millions of dollars.
Not worth it.
For what? And then I'm out here, wear a helmet, guys. And then I gotta look.
Yeah.
And fucking Devin ain't wearing a helmet. Yo, D, put your helmet on. Fuck you, bro. Then I got, yo, can you go kick him out the park?
Yeah.
It's just too
It's
much.
too much,
It's too
bro.
much. It's the liability is too much.
And the risk factor is just too high because there's a pretty much guaranteed chance somebody's gonna get hurt on a
Probably
daily
every day.
basis.
Probably every
Exactly.
day.
It's not worth it.
It's not.
That's why like these professionals, they have friends who have those setups. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like only professionals can get into the park.
Yup, like the barracks.
And versus
Invitation
a
only.
little kid on a razor scooter, a little kid on a razor scooter getting clotheslined
Next
by
thing you know, Karen's watching
Exactly.
him behind the net.
Yep.
Like, there's a nail. It's like, come on. That
There's a nail in the ground. I'm suing you for everything you have.
everything.
Yeah.
It's like cancel culture for a business.
So wait, what was the like the point where you knew like the skate shop was gonna get closed?
Well, it got to the point where no matter how much money I put right into it, the corporations that monopolized
Okay.
skateboarding were not gonna let me in.
Oh, like Zoomies and PacSuns and
The internet
yeah.
was one thing. Once Zoomies popped off and the house
Oh yeah.
and everything went online, I was done.
Yep.
Second, I couldn't get an SB account.
What's SB account?
A Nike SB
Okay,
account
okay.
because it goes by demographics on how who's grandfathered in. There was a store in Staten Island that had a Nike SB account for years. And Staten Island's right there.
Okay.
12 miles away, that store is.
Yep.
They were like, any store within 20 miles. If there is a store that sells them within 20 miles of you, we can't give you an account because we don't want to take their money away. But I'm like, yo, fam, you got to pay a toll, cross a bridge. That's another state. And they're like, no, it goes by miles. I'm like, there's water between us.
That's wild.
And they were like, nope.
That's wild.
I even went to California to the Agenda trade show. The Barracks flew me out there. I didn't pay for shit.
That's amazing.
The Barracks. I met Steve Barry. I went to the Barracks, bro. Dope. And it was like a convention. Diamond Supply Company was there.
Yeah.
Convert. Every company you could possibly think of.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Sullen Life?
No.
Sullen Life. Bro.
Never heard of it.
It was these two dudes walking around with an iPad.
Okay.
And you would get wristbands. If you was a store, you get a purple. If you was a visitor, you get a yellow.
Yeah.
So I had the purple because I was a store.
Okay.
So you would see. So people just tap you on your back like, yo,
what do you do?
Yo, check it out. This is my shit.
Yep.
Yo, look at my clothing line. And he ran through it like we just started.
Yeah.
I'm like, it looked kind of like grungy tattoo, Ed Hardy-ish style, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, that probably ain't gonna sell. I'm like, I'm all right, fam.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm driving on the turnpike all day now. All I see is Southern Life stickers on the back of people's cars, bro. I could imagine how big they got now.
Wow.
But I just met the two dudes, like,
and you were like,
and they were out here like, somebody buy my shit.
Yeah.
Anybody? We'll give you shirts.
Yeah.
Right? And it was that. So with the way companies were, I knew I wasn't gonna get them. The age group, that there was no money. So I was like, you know what? I invested all I can. I felt like I did. I had one of the dopest skate jams ever. I don't care what anybody says.
I'm pretty sure I made it.
Soul Skate was the dopest.
Oh yeah, I did. I definitely did make it to that.
It had graffiti.
Huge.
I had a DJ.
Huge.
Bro, break dancing on the half.
Yep.
Skate jam.
Even the promo to that was like, I was like, yo, this dude's doing big shit. Like, cause it was like you, like I remember it was like you was like slow mo, like dancing in that. Remember that? Yeah, I remember that. The promo to that was huge.
That's what I'm saying. So that was one of the most, because it is authentic.
Yeah.
I felt like even though I'm not a skater, I would see other skate jams once I got into it, and I'm like, this is like cookie cut. Everybody come up, sign up, skate jam, and all right, then go.
First prize, and here's a free skateboard.
And it was like, there was no like, but hold up, all these kids outside of this jam are bumping hip hop. They're tagging up the ramps.
Yep.
So give them their life that they normally see, but in a
Mm-hmm.
jam. So you see in the corner, somebody's doing graffiti. You're like, what in the?
That's actually really interesting. That's really interesting because that's like overlooked. Skateboarding is not just skateboarding.
It's
like,
not.
When you're a poor street skater, there's a whole lot that comes with it, bro. There's like your whole lifestyle is based off of getting to a spot or getting a shot, not just like performing one trick.
Yeah, let me land this kickflip.
One trick. You know what I'm saying?
The journey from meeting up with me, you, let's go pick up Josh, let's get to the park.
Yep.
That is a whole part of
stopping
it too.
To get food, stopping to get Dutch.
Everything.
Stopping to get something to drink. You know what I'm saying? Like tying your shoes up, putting your board together, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on.
Oh, it's bigger than just a trick. And all the skate jams look like what trick you got. Yeah. Rather than like, I felt like they were just there to be like, let me get this money.
Instead of invigorating the entire culture, it was just like, come do this trick so we can get paid.
And we're out here and we're out of here.
Yep.
And then I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I had a couple of help from some homies that came through and helped me put it together, and that was dope. But then, like I said, the skate shop was cool, and I met mad people. You know what I'm saying? Mad heads through that. And it's like Josh and Oscar and Elliot, they still my homies to this day.
That's what's up.
Like Oscar's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
Thursday was his birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that story was crazy about the knee, bro. I can't
Which
get over
one?
The shattered knee.
Oh, Josh, when he broke his knee on a dirt bike. Oh, shout out to him, Jay Massey. Oh,
that's God. Yo, I can't imagine that. Like, I've broken ankles, and I can't imagine that level of pain,
bro. And he rode his bike.
He's a trooper. He's a trooper, bro. He's a trooper.
Bro, the level of pain. And he was just straight-faced dread sticking out the side of his... He didn't even have his helmet on. He had the helmet like...
But once y'all hit that car...
Bro,
He was still chilling?
Bro, we had to take his leg and put it on the dashboard by the window. And he's like, Elliot, don't hit the bumps.
Oh.
And then he went home, and then he ended up going to the hospital, and they did an X-ray, and they were like, they had to cut his pants off. It was that bad, bro. But the fact that you rode your dirt bike with a shattered wrist and a messed up knee for like 2 miles, 3 miles in second gear, bro. Well, all the people, bro,
That's
and it's like
God-awful,
all
bro.
that through the skate shop, bro.
That's
How
God-awful.
crazy is that?
That is crazy. You meet a lot. You meet a lot of people.
Sorry,
You
people.
meet a lot of people over the years, you know?
Yeah. And how you been though through this whole freaking Corona shit,
Man, this is the worst shit for me.
bro?
Like,
Yeah.
I
You
had
still
like
get to work though?
I've never stopped working. I never stopped working. So for me, this is the worst because I had like a life before this. You know what I'm saying? Like a busy life.
Yeah.
I like being busy because it feels like I'm getting stuff done.
Yep.
Day 2, my nigga. Like day 2. I was like, what am I gonna do with my life now? Day 2.
We're like 7 months in.
Day 2. I said, what am I gonna do with myself? I remember, I think it was the second month. It was the second month of COVID, right? And one day I ordered DoorDash for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh no.
And I never left the couch. And it got so bad that like I was laying on the couch and I was like, I want something to drink. I looked at the kitchen. I was like, let me order some DoorDash. I ordered
You
something
still
to
had
drink.
to get up to the door though.
Bro, I went from like where my couch is. I don't gotta leave the couch to get to the door.
So you're
I just leaned over. I was like, good looks, bro. Went back to the couch. But then I wound up gaining, for real. Like I wound up gaining like 25 pounds.
No.
Yeah, I gained.
What?
I've always been 175 for the past like 4 or 5 years. I got on a scale. It was like 205. I was like, oh.
Shit, the Rona
And
pounds.
I felt slower. I was just depressed, but not by not having friends anymore. Like, this was a big transition for me.
It was.
Some people were probably like, nothing changed in their
It
life.
ain't changed for me.
For me, bro,
I'm
like,
actually happy.
I was going to the bar 3 to 4 days a week with my friends, and we was going out, watching sports, and it was
Yup.
going to the club. It was a lot.
Not no more.
What, bro? It was a lot.
Damn.
And my last time turning up was St. Patrick's Day.
March 17th.
Luckily.
That was just the next day they probably shut it down.
It was a few days. I went out St. Patrick's Day, and then literally a few days later, they were like, don't leave the house. I'm like, wait, what? For how long? For how long? We talking like a couple days? I can do a couple days.
You were like,
They were like, never again will
never.
you ever be
That's
able
what
to
it
have,
felt
bro.
like. That's what it felt like,
It still
right?
feels like that, but I'm used to it now.
Yeah. I mean, because shit opened up, though. You could go to the mall. Like, you could outdoor dining.
But the thing is, there's people who don't like, they don't care. They're like, no, I'm not doing anything until they say it's okay to do it, which I respect.
I respect it, too.
You asked me, you say, yo, like, you got COVID? I was like, nah, I tested negative 5 times. I got the paperwork on that.
Yeah.
5 times
Nah, I
negative.
always ask my guests, like, yo,
Oh, yeah,
if you
yeah, yeah.
sick, we could reschedule. And if I felt
Yeah.
a little funny, I'd be like, look, I know we scheduled this.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't feel, I don't know, my little, how about we just be safe?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? We'll just reschedule. So I always ask, like, yo, you Rona free?
Of course.
And I would assume somebody be like, I got a little cough.
Nah.
I'd be like, nah, let's.
Nah.
So how did you do 5 tests? Why?
All right, so
You
my
just did it
job
on
lets
your
me
own?
do it every 2 weeks, like, because I work at Amazon. So my job lets me do it every 2 weeks. And then
Fuck, I'm
whenever
about
I
to get hired
felt-
just for the test.
whenever I felt like, I don't know, I might
Yeah.
have it, I would go to CVS in the weeks that I wasn't getting tested at my job. So it was the before my job, and then they were like, hey, we're doing testing for everybody every 2 weeks. I was like, bet.
What they
And-
do to?
Yeah, you do it yourself. You just put up your nose, and then they send it out to the lab, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't trust that because I'm like, they just want me to come to work.
I would take the same shit.
They want me to come to work, and they don't want to have no situations. But I was
Yeah.
getting a text daily like, oh, they have another case on my job daily. But the thing is, my mask is double tied.
Yeah, you out
My
here.
mask is on, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I wasn't worried about it, but it's still a risk, like,
Yeah, of course.
no matter what you do is a risk. So I got tested 5 times within, like, a little over a month.
Wow.
Negative every time. So I was like, all right, well, there's no
Did
conspiracy.
you do the antibody?
What's that?
The one that lets you know if you had it?
No.
The blood one?
No.
I want the
Oh,
antibody.
you want the real shit? That's
Because the
Want that real shit.
one that tells you you're either sick now or you're not. I feel fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to know if I got it right now or not because I could have been asymptomatic at any point during this time.
Or you could not have it as you're taking the test and then get it 5 minutes after,
yeah,
which is annoying.
I want the little prick
Yep.
my finger, put the blood on the thing, and find out Like, yo, you never had COVID.
Yeah.
Or, bro, you had COVID. And I'm like,
You had it.
when?
I think I had it last year.
That's what I'm saying. An antibody.
I was sick for 5 weeks last year. Like 5 weeks straight, coughing my lungs up.
But I feel like, do you think everybody says like, yo, I think I had it? Because I thought I had it.
Bro, I went to the hospital.
Oh, shit.
Right? And I'm like, listen, like, I can't sleep at night because I can't stop coughing. I haven't slept in days. And they were like, well, have you had a flu shot? I was like, I'm not getting no flu shot. I've never had a flu shot. I'm not getting one. This is too late in life. I'll deal with it. Like,
listen,
and then they got stuff like, it's conspiracy probably, but they're like, oh, if you get the flu shot now, you got a better chance of getting COVID. I'm like, I'm gonna just believe it. I'm gonna just believe it.
Who knows?
I'm gonna just believe. I never had a flu shot. I'm not getting one.
Yeah.
So last year I was sick for like 5 weeks straight, like the worst, like nonstop coughing. I would like lay down and go to sleep, and it would just. And I went to the hospital, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't know what's going on. Like, you know, you don't have the flu, you don't got bronchitis. We don't know what it is." And I was like, "Well, like, could it just be like a cold?" Like, no, if you had a cold, you would have like body aches, this and that.
Yeah.
And I was just coughing, nonstop. Like I thought I was gonna die.
Was it heavy, hard to breathe?
Bro, it was the worst pain. It was just like nonstop. So after a while, your throat starts to hurt, and you know your chest is. My chest was like I couldn't get like a deep breath.
Shit.
Think about it, bro. I went to the hospital. They won't know what it is. It's not bronchitis. It's not cold. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I definitely had, and this was you're talking about November of last year. I think the first case was like October of last year.
Yeah, you could have been one of the
first.
bro, you could have been a pioneer.
But I'm not the only person that like said this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
everybody. Yo. But then it's like that. It's like that. You know, placebo effect where it's like, yo, I think I had it.
Yep.
I think I had it.
Man, I was sick as a dog.
You should get an antibody test, bro.
As a dog.
I don't know where they have antibody tests, but if you find out.
I know. I'm going to know. Exactly. And, like, I feel like, put it like this, though. Like, as Americans, we're not designed to, like, really think about what we're touching.
Nope.
Because if you know, like, no offense to Asians, but, like, you go to the city, like, 10, 15 years ago, they was always masked up.
Always. And that ain't no offense. They're smart.
They was always masked up back then, 10, 15, 20 years ago. You go back, they always had their mask on.
Think about Michael Jackson. Remember? Michael Jackson used to wear masks.
He was hiding his nose, bro.
Yeah, but still.
He was hiding his nose.
That's why they love him in Asia so much. He was in Asia so much.
Well, yeah.
That's what they do.
Also, Michael he had Jackson people come up to him directly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he was
Imagine seeing Michael Jackson. You going to go up to him.
Yeah. I don't know.
Child toucher or not, you're going to go up to Michael. You're going up to Michael Jackson.
Yo, PD. Yo, Petty, what's up? Yo, Petty. Right?
Yo, but he was a creep, though, y'all. You watched the HBO special?
Nah, I didn't watch it.
Oh, man. It changed my whole perspective on bro.
Yeah. We're going to get there. Hold that thought.
I'm sorry.
We're going to get to Michael being, what up, Petty?
What up, Petty?
His music is still dope. Cancel him all you want.
Exactly.
He's the king of pop.
Rock with you? Come on, bro.
Right. Come on. Right. So now you did the 5 tests, right? And you're right. Though we're not. Mm-hmm. Asians always have the mask on. But I think, and now this is no disrespect to Americans, right? I feel there is more respect for other humans in Asian countries. Like they don't care about you, but it's like a respect and an honor thing where it's like, listen, bro, I feel a little sick, so I'm gonna wear a mask before Corona, so I don't get you sick. And everybody just adheres to the fact that, granted, will it work? Will it don't work? It doesn't hurt.
Exactly.
So they do that. Us, we're in America, we're more like me.
Well, to our defense, though, we've never had to care about anybody until COVID happened. If you think about it. Like, True. We've never had a situation to where they were like, your decisions are going to affect someone else. I mean, besides, like, recycling. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look at you and be like, oh, can you recycle to save the planet? That's not real. Like,
it is real.
No, I'm saying for us to even care.
Oh, yeah.
But COVID was like, you might not have symptoms and you can kill someone else. And then you saw the real people who, who are evil.
Yeah.
I don't care. Tell them people to stay in the house. They're going to die anyways.
You're like, come on, bro.
We've never had to care about anybody. This is a new feeling.
Yeah.
It's a new feeling for us to be like, considerate. This is America. We get whatever we want when we want it. Even the poor people have good lives in this country. You know what I'm saying?
Compared to the rest.
Yeah. Our poorest in this country versus the poorest in like most third world countries is, come on, bro.
Even their middle class over there is like,
yeah, exactly. So
I don't even want the middle class.
For us
standard.
to care at all was hard.
Yeah, I feel like we're a little bit selfish. We're like self-centered. We're definitely self-centered to where it's like, it's me and nobody else. It's capitalism.
Yeah, capitalism is the bittersweet part of society.
Yeah.
You get everything you want, but you can't live without the things you don't have. And that's the downside of it. Yep.
Very well said on that. And it's, you know what else I think about it too? Where we, in a society like this of capitalism, right? Cornel West, you know who Cornel West is?
Great speaker.
He's the best. He said, I think it was on the Joe Rogan podcast. He was like, I want to live free. He's like, yeah, but how do you do that in a capitalistic society? It's capitalism. It's America.
Yep.
He's like, well, I want to be as free as I can be while still living in a world of capitalism, a country of capitalism. So he's like, I know I need $1, but the dollar doesn't rule me. Like I do what I got to do to get the dollar, so that dollar, because my freedom comes at a cost over here. So I'm going to do just enough. I'm only going to care about money just enough so I can live free.
That's deep.
So my freedom doesn't come with a Lamborghini.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
my freedom comes with happiness.
That's what I heard that, deep, and I was like, okay, I love this country.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Maybe. Right?
but that's a big statement right there.
Yeah, maybe, because I'm talking about, if you talk about scenery or snowboarding or shorties.
Well, I mean, just culture.
Just culture.
We don't have any culture here.
Right? Yeah. No, it's a melting pot. It's just all, it's beige power now.
It's too much here. As in, like, there's too much money here. There's too much hatred in this country. Yes. And this is a relatively, in the aspect of the world, this is a relatively new country, you know?
It is. It's a baby.
Our values here are hilarious. And, you know, the stuff that we supposedly care about and live for are the same exact freedoms that are taken away from us that fast.
Word.
Because that's how it's always been. You look back at slavery times, they didn't want people to be free.
No.
But then if you think about their whole purpose of coming to a new world and then having the whole issue with Britain, they were trying to break free of whatever the power was there. And then for them to like stifle and, you know, marginalize a people because they're slaves, you're like, wait a minute.
You was fleeing oppression and you became the oppressor.
And you know what's funny? People don't know this, but in the beginning of slavery, you were only on contract. You were on a 4-year contract or a 3-year contract, and then after that contract was up, if you didn't die before the end of your contract, you were a free man. And then they were like, wait a minute, like people are going to be free and be able to own land. Let's change that in the Constitution completely to where once you're an indentured servant, that's your whole life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, there was a slave. I think his name was Antonio. His last name on paper was Antonio the Black Man, or the Negro, and he was the first freed black man, and he died a free man. But like after him, they changed the whole law that you can no longer work a certain amount of time and then be free after it.
Yeah, no, you just indentured for
indentured life. for life, and it was a big thing.
But it's weird how you said that, how they fled that and came over here and
did
became
the same
that.
Thing. Yep.
Like, did you hear about the Portland, Oregon, Chaz? It was like they held down blocks in Oregon, right?
Okay.
And it was called Chaz.
Okay.
Citizen something. I forgot what it stood for. And it was like blocks where, like, I guess you could call them anarchists, Antifa, or anti-government, or what. It was during the George Floyd shit, right? They held down blocks and told the police, you can't come in these blocks. This is for the people. Started off good, right?
Okay.
They were anti-police.
Okay.
They were anti-government. They were anti, like, you not being able, like, don't tell me what I can and cannot do. So they locked these blocks down. Bro. Son, weeks into this.
Yeah, shit popped off. Hard.
They became the oppressor.
Oh,
they were telling people who you can and cannot come into this little
4x4
block area. They were beating up journalists.
Yeah.
Like, it was
crazy.
crazy.
The West is crazy. The West is crazy, man. People don't know. The West has some crazy laws. I think what is it, Seattle has that crazy law where, like, you're allowed to fist fight somebody in front of a cop?
As long as you agree to it.
Yeah.
If you and me, like, yo,
that should be a law everywhere.
I like that. Like, yo, you want to fight? I want to fight. You want to throw hands?
Yep.
Officer, we agree to throw hands.
And he can't intervene.
No. He got to let us finish it unless
don't bring out the jersey. Don't bring out the jersey.
No.
Don't bring out the jersey. That's going to be a wrap. What?
It'll be too bad.
It's too many motherfuckers here.
It's too many. Over there, because everybody's high over there.
Exactly, bro.
Shroomed up.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's a good law. I like that law.
That law is dope. They can bang out.
Think about all the times you've been in traffic and somebody did some crazy shit.
You just want to get out.
You want to get out. You want to ram your car into the air. It's just like, oh.
I know.
I've actually like had to stop myself sometimes from like really doing that.
Road rage is
like
real.
I got insurance.
Word, right? And be like, my foot slipped off the brake. I hit the gas.
My boy was telling me the funniest thing ever. He was like, people should crash like every once in a while on purpose. And I was like, bro, you high. He was like, no, listen, hear me out. He was high.
Hear me out.
He was high.
Anytime somebody says,
but then he said this. He goes, my grandmother has had insurance from the time she was 18 years old until this day. And I guess his grandma was like 70, 80 years old. And she goes, she's never had one accident. And then we did like simple numbers and like calculated how much money she's paid in insurance and never used it. $50,000, $60,000. Easy.
Bro. My workman's comp, I'm paying so much money in a workman's comp that one day I'm going to
just fall
out the truck.
Just fall.
And it's like, yo, what?
Mind you, your employer watching it's like,
allegedly, hypothetically speaking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's true, though.
That was a hypothetical situation, right? Come on, guys.
I was just playing, bro.
Yeah. Don't fuck with me and my language.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see me in the meeting. I'll be Che Guevara in the meeting, bro.
It's true though, yo. But we got a lot of crazy stuff going on right now.
Yeah, it's so weird though, like how that whole Chaz shit where it's like everybody wants their freedom, right? And then when you get in that position, thinking like you're gonna free the people, you end up being the oppressor.
Yep.
Because absolute power corrupts absolutely. There's no way around it. Once you give somebody power,
it's crazy the similarities, bro.
Gonna get to your head.
You believe history repeats itself though? Because I do.
I do believe history repeats itself. I just think that it repeats itself with a different mask.
See, now,
so if you're not aware, you might not see it.
Now is almost to a T the same exact situations and political climate and social climate as the 1920s, right before the right after the market crashed. If you look up like the similarities of Herbert Hoover and Donald Trump, or the average person and a person in 1930, I think the market crashed in.
That was 1932, the Great Depression.
Exactly, it's scary. Like he didn't care that people were dying and starving to death. He was like, it's not that bad, pretty much.
Yeah, like
never gave anybody a plan, as in like what he's gonna do moving forward. That's where the FCC became a thing. Because they were like letting people trade at like astronomical levels, not realizing that there has to be a bottom, and the bottom was like lower than anything in history. The market was just climbing, and it wasn't even real numbers. It was just hypothetical potentials for companies that weren't even
balling.
Exactly. There was like, you ever hear about the loan sharks in the 20s? They would like lend you money on just you wanting to spend money on the market, and then you would wind up making like triple, quadruple the money back. But then like out of nowhere, like the market crashes and nobody could pay anything back. So they were lending people money on the idea that they were going to make more money in the market. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And for a president to not be like, we need to like set this straight.
Like, hold on.
This is not real numbers. Like, and
y'all just inflating shit. Y'all just out here inflating shit.
People were like committing suicide after the market crash. It was
big
thing. It was a big thing. And they took, like where I'm trying to bring it back to is they took their problems to the White House lawn. Right? As in like they were camping out. They were talking about homeless Americans like who were just once middle class, worked their ass off their whole lives. They said, you know what, we need to go to D.C. because the president is doing nothing to help us. I can't feed my kids. I can't work. What's next? And the president was like, we'll be fine. for like months on end, right?
Oh,
so they took their fight to the front lawn of the White House, and the general at the time convinced Herbert Hoover to start attacking these people, and they killed 12 people
on the lawn.
On the lawn, and it killed a child who was trying to get his toy, killed him. If that's not the most from today to then, remember
you could draw a parallel to it.
It's scary. It's scary because you're talking about, we're in a recession right now. No jobs. People are trying to figure out what's next. And we were just okay.
Yeah.
We were just like
we were chilling.
My life was great.
Yeah.
Like money wise, I wasn't thinking about nothing. Like I was chilling. And now it's like I really got to start stacking for real in case it gets worse.
Yeah.
And I feel like the response is just so impersonal.
Whose response, you think?
The president's response to the situation. Like, I'm not going to make this a political thing, but I think the president's response was very shocking.
It wasn't, I feel, as the leader of the free world, it wasn't, how do you say it?
Compassionate?
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't compassionate. It wasn't statesman-like.
No. But he's not that. He's never been that way. He's never been that way.
Like, Obama was listen, don't get me started on Obama because I could go on 40 million things why I didn't like him, right? But
I loved him as a president, though.
He was a statesman.
I loved him as a president.
Why?
Well, we're going to start this up. No. Obama, in my definition of like what a great leader is, he's to a T a great leader. He would encourage you through speech and then execute it moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he cared about the climate of this country to the point where there wasn't as many riots. There wasn't as many people who were like, what is going on? And people weren't laid off and just taking it to the streets. Obama gave you the hope that what he was saying was true because he spoke well. He was well educated.
Yeah.
He was a senator before this. He's a professor. He cared about.
He smoked weed in college.
He cared about us. He cared about the country enough to where he didn't put us in a situation to where it's like, are we gonna get bombed by Iran tomorrow? Yeah. Are we gonna lose our jobs tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna be able to leave our houses? Like something as simple as leaving your house became a reality.
Wasn't the bailout during his presidency? It could have stemmed over from Bush, but it was still.
Well, don't forget, he came into the presidency during a recession. He came in. His first year was during a recession.
Yeah,
give him some slack.
Yeah. All right. Cool. But this is another thing too, though. Wow. This is why. Listen, bro. This isn't a conspiracy theory podcast.
Right. No.
I love conspiracy theories.
Oh, me too. Because some of them are right.
Some of them, Operation Paperclip.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
As far as presidents are concerned, those I feel are picked. We can vote all we want. Mm-hmm. They know who they want. That position is too powerful for you're telling me that I can go to a polling station
and be like, I want to be president.
And be like, I want that guy to win. And the people vote.
Absolutely. Of course that's how it works.
And who we pick
is
in that chair.
But think about this, though. They spent 8 years on this guy trying to find one scandal, trying to find one, like, you know what I'm saying?
On
like
Obama.
On Obama. They spent 8 years. They got so desperate, bro. Think about this. They got so desperate of just trying to get this guy out of power that what did they say? He's not American.
Yeah, that birthday shit was stupid.
And I'm like,
that's so disrespectful.
And when I heard that, I was like, oh, they ain't got shit on him.
They ain't got it.
And then to go from that to on a weekly basis, we got this president where you can any day this year you can type in Trump, and I bet you there was something that went wrong.
But the same way people would hate Obama, there's people that would hate Trump.
But it's different now. Because now you have a president saying, I don't care
what you think.
He's
a fucking comedian.
He's like, I don't care what you think.
He's a fucking comedian.
I said this the other day, bro. The other day, I said, as a character, I think he's one of the funniest people in the world.
One of the funniest.
But as a president, I don't think he should be doing that.
You know what it is? I think he comes from a real estate world from New York.
His family's fucked up.
Right? Where They don't talk regular
No.
in those meetings. They're like, wait, we don't give a fuck about Brownsville. I want that building.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fucking kick everybody the hell out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna build loft apartments in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so they come from that world of shark, being a shark.
Okay.
And then you get a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got rappers talking about you in your songs. Said everybody loved Trump. Everybody's like, Donald Trump money. Everything was Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He became president. And the same people that were like, Donald Trump money. And now are like, I can't stand this guy. You know
But
why?
the thing is, I agree.
Yeah, but I think it's the fact that he doesn't help shit. You get what I'm saying?
He exacerbates it.
Yeah,
He makes
like,
it worse.
shut
Yeah.
up. When he called her Pocahontas, come on. I get it. She says she's Native American. The test or the DNA show like
Yeah.
point zeros. I'm probably more Native American than she is.
Chicano.
Right?
It's Chicano.
Right?
Yeah.
So I get it. But like, all right. And then the murderers and the rapists and the this and the that.
yeah,
And it's like he said shit that like I feel like he puts the battery in the wrong people's bag.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the thing is, his base, you can tell that he has like self-esteem issues or whatever the issue is, where in reference to where he really wants to be accepted.
Yes.
And I think his base are confusing him because your base isn't what's going to make you the next president.
No.
And that's where he lost. That's where he's losing in the polls right now, because I think he's advertising to his base, people who are already voting for him, people who are always gonna vote for him, and that's where he's losing in the polls right now. It shows. You know what I'm saying? And I think his election process was genius. To become president, he was. I mean, people might not understand it, but when you look at the amount of work that goes into actually becoming a president, his campaign was great.
The best.
His campaign was genius.
Genius.
Even if you hate him, his campaign was great.
He ran it like a reality TV show. And it worked. He got ratings.
His PR must have been so happy.
Bro.
Because think about it. Having a president that can say whatever he wants, you don't got to tell him what to say. She got paid just to sit there and be like, do it again.
Yeah. Some wild shit. But
Some
this
wild
is the thing,
shit.
like, but this is when I feel like the person is a person, right?
Yeah.
It's Trump, Obama, Bush, Reagan, Nixon, Clinton, whatever. Now, I am not Democratic. I'm not Republican. I don't give a fuck about any of them, right?
Of course, yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with policies.
Absolutely.
So I am pro women's choice to do whatever they want.
Absolutely.
So
Because it
that
doesn't got
would
nothing
be
to do with
what
you, yeah.
I would be on the left now, right?
Yep.
I would be a Democrat if I say, not that I say a woman has the right to do with her body whatever she wants to do. I'm not a woman. I don't know what it's like.
No.
That's not my point
Yep.
to tell her what she can do. So now I'm left. But then I'm like, don't you come take my guns away.
Now you're
Now
right.
what? Now I'm right.
Now you're right.
Now I'm anti-death penalty. I'm back to the left. And now I'm like, let's get a better way of immigration.
Okay.
I'm in the left. And then it's like,
Yeah. So
I'm
it's give and take.
policy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm policy. I don't care about any of these people running for the office.
Oh,
To
no,
me,
no,
they're
no.
all, I just want a policy. And that's the problem, the fact that we have a two-party system.
We're definitely,
Why we only got to
it's archaic.
two?
It's archaic.
It
We
is.
should be doing some shit that involves like our votes actually mattering.
That's what I mean.
Our votes matter only to the specific parties they allow us to vote for. When it should be like, I don't want either one of these people in. Let's try again.
Yeah, like redo.
Redo. We're only talking about the entire world.
Or I feel like there should be a president for every issue in the world. There should be a president of environment, environmental president, economic president.
That's something I hate.
Healthcare president.
Yep.
Foreign affairs president.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So the leader of the House, which is the president, is going to be like, well, since you're under me, you're going to have to do whatever I want, and I don't care about environment.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
That's what it is like now.
Or
But
we
there's
could do
no
a
way
checks
that
and balances,
Trump- Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Where everybody
just
everything is
an
their own
equal
president.
split in the House. We don't got more Congress. We don't have more. We don't have more Republicans than we have
It's
Democrats.
50-50.
It should be 50-50.
Yeah.
And diversify every role to where there's 3 in every role. So if there's 3 people towards environment, 3 people towards law, 3 people towards this and that, and then collectively they come back to the president and say, you've been outvoted.
Yeah.
You've been outvoted.
But even that, I don't even feel like there should be one president. I feel like, bro. Because this is my thing. You're telling me one guy. You think, bro.
With his policies, his own ideologies. It's crazy.
Not even that, right? That too.
Yeah.
But think about this. We're not even in there. We're a White House, right? And we got, bro, I helped my boy move this morning.
Okay.
There's UFC popping. I had to do this podcast. I had to get ready for tomorrow.
Yep.
That took my time.
It took a lot of time.
Imagine I had to be like, oh, did you call Benjamin Netanyahu over there? Oh, shit, you're right.
Damn it.
Oh,
now I got to go to Iraq tomorrow. And my wife's here. My kids are in the White House, too. And I got to
campaign. Bro, there's no time.
You're right.
There's no time.
It's too much for one person.
So that's what I'm saying. You think Trump today sat down and was like, let me see these climate reports?
No.
He didn't.
No.
There should be a team of climate people.
Yep.
And there's a president of climate. And now each one of these presidents run their own thing. And then they come back together and they sit down and like, yo, how's the climate doing, Ty?
Yep.
And you're like, this is fucked up. And I'm like, all right.
But the thing is, you got a president who don't believe in science. And that to me, he was like, God. You see did you see that the news footage when he went to California with the wildfires? Oh my God. That was the most
It was a while ago.
It was a few months ago. It was the most heartbreaking shit.
Where he called the place the wrong place?
No. He went out there. They were like just wildfires. It was crazy. And I remember it was like a news thing, like a news press, whatever. And he went out there and they were like the forest rangers of the forest are burning down. And he's like, don't worry, it'll cool down. And they were like, no, we got this information here. Like it's getting worse every year. He goes, I don't believe in science. It'll cool down. They're misleading you. It's fake news. And I'm sitting there looking at these people who are like, people are dying like on a daily basis.
Their houses are on fire.
Houses on fire. The kids can't go to school, and now they have nowhere to live. And the president comes and he goes, it'll cool down. I don't believe in that stuff. I'm like, yo, this guy's got some balls.
That's what I mean, though.
You flew, mind you. They said the smoke
over ash.
They said the smoke was so bad, right, that they could see it from Seattle. Damn. He flew in through smoke. It'll cool down.
It was like George Bush over Katrina.
Oh my God.
Like,
I'll take George Bush back now. That's how bad I think Trump is. I'll take Bush back.
See, I feel like I don't know, bro. Because think about this. During Bush, there was 9/11 Patriot Act. We lost those rights.
Okay.
Right? During Obama, we're going to give whistleblowers the right to expose illegal activities within our government and wrongdoing. Okay. Edward Snowden, gone. Chelsea Manning, gone. What's his name? That ran The Guardian.
Oh,
he's on trial right now. Julian Assange. He's charged. Wait, Obama?
Wait, no, but
you said transparency.
Whistleblowers always got to deal with that, like.
No, but Obama straight shitted on all of them, bro. Because it was his campaign for transparency and let whistleblowers live. His presidency was the worst for whistleblowers.
Can you agree, though, that no president's perfect?
No, of course, none of them
And
are.
can you agree Congress was completely against Obama?
Yes.
Like,
anything he wanted to pass,
anything
wasn't going to happen. He freed Oscar Lopez Rivera, though.
Big ups.
Shout out to Obama.
And then,
that's what I'm saying. They got pros and cons.
Yeah, lots of pros and cons. But I think for a mental stability situation on like a daily life, Obama was a lot better than
Way
Trump.
better.
To the point where you're like,
way better.
This guy's gonna tweet something and it's gonna get us bombed.
Yeah.
Even our movements in Iran was like, I was like, why are we doing this? Backing out of treaties, like that's not like the American way. Like, do you know what that situation was, right?
I think it was a peace
Ridiculous.
treaty where they wasn't even beefing in the first place, right?
He backed out of the treaty because he felt like we were getting nothing from it. But what we were getting from it is we were able to monitor all of their nuclear power, and they were only allowed to use 1% of it.
Yes.
The treaty stated that we can go there at any time and then see how much they had to make sure they weren't using it. And in return, we would like supplement their economy. That sounds like a phenomenal deal. That sounds like we don't have to do anything.
Word. We could just roll up in there like, yo.
And then his base got his head all big and made him back out of that treaty because we weren't getting anything from it. I feel like we were getting a lot from it because immediately after that treaty was, their biggest allies was Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and what was the other one? Yemen.
Yep.
All of our enemies.
I know.
I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now we gotta like be on alert.
Because this motherfucker.
And then he bombed them and killed the jet. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. They were screaming death to Americans in the streets with 1 million person procession in this guy's funeral.
Okay. But see, I just think it's a giant shit show.
That's some gangster shit. I don't know.
I think the whole thing is a shit show. Whoever's there.
I don't know.
Like,
bro.
everything is a shit show.
Shit rolls downhill. I'll tell you that, regardless.
Yeah. I just don't like the fact that Trump puts the battery in people's back where it's almost okay to be this way.
Oh, to be racist openly.
It's
yeah,
okay
crazy. Yeah.
now because it's like he don't denounce it.
Oh yeah, but I think people forget they can still get knocked out. Like,
oh yeah,
easily. Like, they think, what's crazy too? I was talking with somebody that like it's funny that white people in this country feel oppressed. That blows my mind. Like,
what do you mean?
Like all of a sudden you start seeing all these white people like in this country who are like finally my time. We got I'm back. I'm in this now.
Yeah.
They feel oppressed.
It's puzzling.
They feel oppressed.
Right?
Like I'm like, wait a minute. Like what happened to the last 400 years? Like y'all are oppressed. I mean, the Italians can say that. The blacks can say that.
The Irish.
The Hispanics can say that. The Native Americans can say that. But the general white population in this country, you feel oppressed? I'm pretty sure property values don't go down when you move into a neighborhood. I'm pretty sure you don't have a hard time getting a job over a brown person. What are you oppressed about? And then that's when it comes back to like, oh, you're just hateful and racist.
Yeah, because it's like you want to be dominant. I get it. And you know what else makes me, what boggles my mind?
Yeah.
The slogan of MAGA.
Oh my God.
Make America great. I'm with that.
Again.
That's the word.
Again.
But you don't want to have a hat that says MAG.
Make America great. No.
It don't ring.
Again. When?
When though? But that's what I want to know.
I can't think of a time. No.
Like, I could understand that it was great, and now, like, make America great again is meaning that it's not great now, but it once was.
Maybe he's referring to Obama's 8 years.
Man.
Because before that, we had
Trayvon still got popped. Tamir Rice still got popped. We could keep going. I could keep saying names during Obama.
Yeah.
And all he said was Trayvon could have been my son. Great. And now what? Out here, now he's giving $500,000 speeches, doing a podcast with Michelle Obama, and guess what? George Floyd, everybody else. So this is another thing.
Yeah.
This is another thing.
Okay.
Right? First of all, make America great again.
Right.
Again, as in what?
When?
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 Is the question.
When?
Because honestly, the 1900s wasn't the time.
Nope. 1930s? Nope.
I mean, the Civil War was in the 60s.
Civil War wasn't in.
I mean, I'm talking to say the civil rights. Civil rights.
right.
My bad.
I'm
I was
whoa.
drinking Hennessy. My
Yeah.
bad. I'm drinking Hennessy.
I'm like, what?
He said the civil rights wasn't in there.
Civil War wasn't in that.
No, I mean, no. Civil rights was in the
Imagine they were just
60s.
walking on the-
So civil rights was in the 60s. You're talking about 50-something years ago. And then you
Jim
had...
Crow. No, before that, there
Oh,
was
yeah.
slavery.
Yeah.
Then there was Jim Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was civil rights.
Yeah.
Then it was Vietnam.
And then we came back.
Then it was a crack
Well, no,
epidemic.
we came back from Vietnam. We couldn't even eat in restaurants still. We had to go through the back door still. I just fought for the country and I can't eat in a restaurant?
Still.
Still. So then you go to the crack epidemic. AIDS.
Crack. AIDS. That's
and then just
90s.
sheer poverty across the board.
So when was it great?
When? For who? For who? I mean, even the Italians could put up a fight and be like, when was it great for us?
I would say when they had the Tommy guns, dog. They was
No, bro, you
was
don't
living
know.
life
The
a little-
Italians had it bad.
They had
when
it
came here.
bad.
Like,
But in the mafia days, they were
bro,
chilling,
they
though.
killed like hundreds of them when they first came
Oh
here.
yeah, but it got to a point where they were kind of like,
Oh no, they were like, you know why the whole mafia thing comes up, right?
uh,
So Italy is not that old of a country either. A lot of people know that. It's not that old of a country. I mean,
as far as like a government.
no,
like
as far as like the history of Italy. I mean, you're only going back to like the mid
Mussolini, maybe.
1800s. That's not that old. And the reason why they came here is because they were just starving to death because they were getting robbed in taxes. So when they came here, they were known as like secretive because they kept to themselves and kept within the family, because when they were back there, they couldn't disclose anything they had because they were getting taxed from like their living room tables, their gardens, and they wound up going hungry, like starving to death because of these taxes. And they came here to make money, and they were secretive. And you know, Americans, white men don't like secretive.
Yeah.
They don't like secretive. So there was they went to New Orleans, and they were, you know, their private communities, blah blah blah. And the detective winds up getting killed by someone. Would you believe they arrested 215 Italians and killed about half of them and hung them from telephone poles and stuff? Like,
What?
yeah. Like, and then they wound up being found not guilty. And so they got found not guilty. The town killed them because they didn't want to believe it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So again, back to the again.
When?
Right?
When?
When?
And that's a question. Like, I would love to hear like an answer. Like, when?
Yes.
I want like a good. If somebody gave me a good answer, I'd be like, oh, okay. I didn't think about that.
Email the AWOL, actually THE AWOLpod@gmail, and let me know
When
was it great
Yeah.
for everybody,
Oh man, that's a really good question.
right?
Because honestly, if he can like tell me when, and
Hey,
it makes
if you-
sense,
I'll agree.
I'll be like, wow,
I'm like MAGA all day. Give me the hat.
easy.
Give me the hat.
But like, I study history. Like that's my thing. Like I study history daily. Like
Yeah.
4 or 5 documentaries a day. Like I know a lot about history.
You watch the Untold Stories of the United States or some shit like that?
I watch everything. By who?
He made Platoon. Oliver Stone.
Didn't see it. Didn't see
I got it on the DVD. I got it.
I gotta watch that.
Oh, it's not in there.
Mhm.
Somewhere else, my revolutionary
And
shit.
he just brings up a lot of dark stuff.
I think it's called The Untold History of the United States of America.
Okay.
It's like a 4-part DVD.
Wow.
Like 8 hours.
I'm about it.
Fucking crazy.
I'm
It's on
about it.
Netflix.
Oh,
It's on Netflix.
that's on my list for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I'm watching that all day. But yeah, when is the
When?
question? When is the question? Because not in the last 100 years.
I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. I think it was. Yeah, I don't know when. Again, but
When?
if somebody were to tell me.
I'll pay somebody if they can convince me. $100, easy.
I wanna
$100.
know.
$100 to your Cash App.
I want to know.
If you can convince me that there was a point in history where all peoples
Right here.
were great.
See the shit with Uncle Sam with the
I
red shit
saw
on it?
that, but I never watched it.
Untold History of the United States.
Wow, I watched that tonight.
It's Untold History of the United States by Oliver Stone.
Wow.
On Netflix.
That's crazy.
Bro, I got that shit on DVD.
Change your whole perspective.
I went snowboarding in Vermont and I brought that shit with me. I was like, I got to like side A or whatever, like the first shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's black. It starts black and white because
Okay.
it goes back.
Oh,
that
yeah,
far.
yeah.
It tells you the whole untold history. And then I'm like, this shit deep.
This shit
I was
is
like,
deep.
I don't know, bro. I'm out here in Vermont in a log cabin, like,
High as hell.
I don't need to be doing this. I don't
Yeah,
need to
bro.
be doing this. So I cut it off.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch it because I kind of know a lot of it already.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I scanned through it, but Joe Rogan had him on too.
Wow.
Oliver Stone. He had him on like twice, I think.
Joe Rogan's that man, by the way. He's
Oh,
definitely
bro,
the guy.
He's the fucking man. Spotify tried
That's
to
my
get him
that's my
canceled,
dream
bro.
to just wake up and just do podcasts and just smoke and do shrooms and chill.
Yeah.
What?
Like this is dope.
Yeah,
Like,
no, this
I
is
mean,
good right here. Like-
yeah, this is fun. If I could do this every day. I could
yeah.
see it. Look, we already did an hour.
Yeah.
And like I feel
That's
like
easy. I thought it was,
that's light work.
That's easy. Yeah.
It's an hour already.
Yeah,
Everybody's
bro.
like, yo, make them shorter.
You,
Imagine 20 minutes. How you not gonna get shit done in 20 minutes?
There was something, bro. I was reading the other day on the 13th and 14th Amendment, right? Big thing, right?
Yeah.
Ulysses S. Grant, phenomenal man.
Let's let them know what the 13th and 14th is.
Okay. Were you looking it up?
Yeah. We're gonna find out. It was that. What was it on? What were you watching though?
No, I was reading.
Oh.
I'm reading Ulysses S. Grant's autobiography.
Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any other place subject to their jurisdiction. They didn't abolish slavery. They just gave it a different term.
So then, right? You looking up the 14th now?
Yeah.
It's important stuff.
You want to read? Let's read that one too, right?
Yeah, it's important stuff.
Because the 13 and 14 go together.
Hey, the 14th was created because of the 13th.
Yes.
Big
All
slap.
persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States.
That hurts.
Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws, which does not happen.
Boy, well, let me tell you what had happened, okay?
We don't get equal protection of the law.
Let me tell you what had happened, okay? So, people don't know this. Imagine going from owning slaves, right, to fighting in the Civil War, and then now you're a felon,
Yes.
right?
On the
So the
South
Confederates
side.
are felons.
Yep.
Slaves were, naturalized with the 13th Amendment, and now they're allowed to vote.
Yes.
But the Confederates were not allowed to vote. So now the slaves you just owned
got more power than you.
Bro, that sparked complete outrage to the point where they were killing by like the hundreds per day, killing like black people by the hundreds per day, right? So Ulysses S. Grant was like, oh, word? And sent federal troops to 5 different sections to monitor people having their rights. And that was like the craziest thing ever. That was like the biggest mic drop.
That because you would think that he wouldn't have their back.
No. He was like, oh, y'all gonna stop people from voting? Word.
National Guard out there. Wasn't that the first time that they were ever deployed on their own?
Yep.
That was the first time they were ever deployed on our soil to like handle some shit, I think.
And they were regulating people's rights. That's crazy, right? Damn. Right?
This is America. Don't catch you slipping.
And you're only talking about like not that long ago.
It's not.
No. It's not that long ago. Like when you hear I think we're too progressive in this country and that's what's killing us. It's not going to be long until you see someone who's too liberal to the point where liberals are like, that's crazy. Dog rights? What do you mean dog rights?
Listen.
Can you imagine dog rights? Dogs have the right to go up.
They're already there. They can go on a plane. What are you talking about?
If you kill a dog and you kill a man at the same exact time.
Same charge.
No. You're going to get more time for killing the dog.
It could. Oh, I get what you're saying. It could go that extreme.
That
far.
Oh, bro, Michael Vick. He didn't even do anything.
But
he just knew about it. He knew about it.
But it was also his crib. He telling me he didn't know.
But what I'm saying is that is on the same level as killing a person these days. Dogs.
I don't mind that kind of.
No, what I'm saying is liberal. I feel like, I'm liberal. I'm very liberal. People should live how they want to live. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm liberal.
But I think there's such thing as being too liberal, honestly.
There is. It's too woke.
Yeah.
You could be too woke.
I don't like. See, I'm not even getting. Never mind. I almost got myself in a trap. Let me. No. I'm
gonna do that off air.
Yeah. Look. All right. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this the right way.
Okay. Yo.
I think everybody has a right.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Everybody has a right to be what they want to be.
Yes.
Everybody should be happy.
Yes.
In the identity and what they choose.
Yes, I'm with you.
Here's where my problem comes in.
Tell them.
I read a story about this 45-year-old man who identifies as a 5-year-old girl. Where do we draw the line?
I wouldn't mind if he identified as a girl, but why he got to be 5?
My question is, does he think that because he's identifies as a 5-year-old girl, he can go hit on a 7-year-old?
Oh, shit.
See what I'm saying? Where do we draw the line?
Oh, shit.
There's such thing as being too accepting. No. You're a 45-year-old man. You got grizzle and gray hair.
You're a 45-year-old female then. If you know, you get what I'm saying?
Be that.
Yeah.
I can accept that.
Yeah, if you're a 45-year-old man,
Yeah.
and you're like, I consider myself a female. All right,
Cool.
You're a 45-year-old female.
I respect that. Easy. But then you tell me you're
5 years old.
5-year-old girl.
Sorry, get offended. That's where I draw the line.
So then I should be able to identify as a president. Where do we draw the line?
I mean,
No.
would be...
Why is that the line? A man can identify as a 5-year-old girl, but I can't identify as a president or a police officer?
Because I will say this. The part that throws that scenario off is the age. Because if he just said I
But that's
identify as a
apparently you
girl,
have
we
to
wouldn't
accept
even
it.
be talking about it.
You have to accept it. We have to accept it. That's what
I'm not
society
accepting
is.
that.
So I'm saying that's how society is, though. We're getting so loose. We're getting too. I'm trying to like walk that line.
I
We're
know.
getting too loose. We're getting too loose. It's too loose.
Because listen, this is what I say too.
Yeah.
This is what I say too. You know that saying, be careful for what you wish for because you just might get it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You want to be progressive.
This is the.
And you want to be
right.
woke.
You're right.
Not you, my bad.
No, I'm saying like
you.
in general.
Yeah,
In general. Yeah.
Right? I'm going to just say, people want to be woke.
Yeah.
People want to be progressive and this and this and this and this and that, right? And you want to ban hate speech. But first it's, if you're like, F gay people.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Let's ban that.
Okay.
Let's ban that. We don't got to say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's the equivalent to saying F black people or F Jews.
Like that's crazy. Don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that. But then it gets to like science and biologically, are you born a female? Biologically born a male?
I got schooled
and
hard.
And transition into all that, right?
Yeah.
I'll die on that hill as well. But we're not. I'm just purely. I am not telling you what I think about it just yet. You probably whatever, right?
Because we that line.
Yeah, I'm walking that line, right? But I ain't afraid to debate it either.
Oh no, of course
I don't
not.
want you to think I ain't afraid.
Oh no. I'm not afraid. I'm just aware.
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
There's a lot of power behind words.
Yes,
so,
and I don't want to bully anybody.
Yeah.
And I love everybody.
Of course.
Right. So it gets to the point where you be careful what you consider hate speech.
Absolutely.
Because freedom of speech is a left liberal thing. Right? It started off as back in the freedom of speech was like a leftist idea.
Oh yeah, you can't bash the president. That was one of the big things. You can't talk badly of the president. That was a very big thing.
A leftist idea, which was like everybody in the left that was anti-war and this and this and that and that and then all liberal left progressive ideas was freedom of speech. But now it's those same left liberal progressives that are canceling you if you say something crazy.
But that
you get
big
so
difference.
Now
Big
like
difference.
Anti-freedom.
Big difference. So I think, in my opinion, freedom of speech is more so you being able to express yourself without hatred towards a specific group or a specific person. So what the difference of freedom of speech and that is one of those is harmful, very harmful, because you might be able to incite your ideas in somebody else, and then they might think the way you do because you're saying that in such a way.
Yeah, where you like say it so eloquently.
Exactly.
Where you like charge them up.
Exactly. And they're like, wow, you're right. Gay people are terrible. And you're like, no, yeah, that's what I meant. Meanwhile, they're like, somebody else is like, that's hatred.
Yeah.
That's that's not freedom of speech. That's hate speech. Hate speech, yeah.
But this is what I mean. This is what I mean when it gets to the level of, that is what I'm not okay with.
Oh,
with
yeah.
saying all gay people are bad. No, that's not okay. But if I say something that is like cancel culture, you can't be woke enough. Like you can't. You see, I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't watch Saturday Night Live. I only watched it for Bill Burr, the comedian.
Phenomenal.
Just to watch his monologue.
He's a genius.
Do you believe the next day
Karens went crazy.
Karens went crazy.
No one else. Karens.
Nobody but them. That's what I mean, though. But hold on. It's a leftist idea to have freedom of speech.
Yeah.
It is not the Republicans that are like freedom of speech. They never were on the right arguing for freedom, right?
Yeah.
It was a leftist, anti-Vietnam, hippie, flower child movement against the Vietnam War and, the whole Afro and the Black Panther era. We could say what we want, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? You wanted to say whatever you wanted. Now you got the right to say whatever you wanted. But guess what? When you get the right to say whatever you want, they get the right to say whatever they want. So now we're like,
one of those is wrong.
oh, wait, you support Trump? No, that's hate speech. So whoa. Who gets the freedom to say what they want to say? And eventually the snake ends up eating its tail.
I definitely can agree that it's a sin to be a Trump supporter these days. Like the way that
It's fucked up though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the way that society takes to like Trump supporters when you are a educated, well-thinking, not hateful person. They put their views on people who are Trump supporters like you must believe what he believes, which I can agree to a certain extent to where like if you do believe in your party and you do believe in people's rights and opinions and that you want everybody to be treated properly and with respect, then you shouldn't be a Trump supporter. Let me say.
Yeah, no, that's your right. But see, that's your right to say that.
Yeah, but I don't agree with people not being able to express themselves with their political party they choose.
Either.
If you got a Trump, you got a fucking Trump flag, wave it.
If that's who you want to rock with.
I got neighbors that got make America great again. Whatever. I'm still going home. You can have your views, but when he loses, then you keep it up.
Whatever.
The same way the South lost, Trump about to lose.
What, you think?
I know so, bro. Stop it.
You think Trump's going to lose?
Bro, I put money on it. I'm not going to put money on it. I know he's going to lose.
$10.
Well, what's today's date? Hold on. How about this? Today is
the 31st. It's Halloween.
Hey,
Halloween today, bro.
Hey, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Let's go.
Everybody wears a mask every day. Ain't nothing new.
I said that shit on the way here, actually. It's crazy.
Everybody wears masks.
I said to wear my happy mask yesterday to work.
Yeah, everybody wears a mask every day.
Hey, yo. So, like, did you celebrate that as a Puerto Rican? Like, growing up?
Halloween?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yo.
My family was torn. I grew up in Pentecostal, so they was like, that's demons. I don't know.
I celebrated all that, right?
Yeah.
Listen. Allegedly.
Okay. Still pending.
We bought eggs.
Oh, no.
Right?
Okay.
We were doing mischief night.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, my mom found out.
Oh, my God.
She's like, what in the fuck are y'all doing with eggs? And my mom was funky like that. I was like,
throwing them.
Be throwing them at people, mom. And she was like, what? Hell no. Give me them eggs.
Yeah.
We cooked them and we ate them. We didn't throw them away. Right? Sure enough, next year, I looked at my brother. I'm like, yo, Heck, you gonna get these eggs?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, mom ain't on it no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Like, she found out.
Mm-hmm.
We was in a project, we was in like a 3-floor project, project building. This is a little PJ, little apartment building. Come Halloween, son. My mom walks up in the crib.
Okay.
With 24 eggs.
Oh, she was like, do it.
And she was like, here. Bro, allegedly, we walked downstairs and she stood on the stoop and we stood on a vacant lot. This could be a lie. Who knows? I could be making this up. And she was like, somebody's coming.
Oh, she was the fuel.
Out, son.
She instigated the whole shit.
She was like, hurry up. You got 30 minutes to get rid of your 12 eggs.
Oh, my. That's the best mom ever.
Bro,
Big ups to your mom.
eggs left.
Big ups to your mom, bro. Big ups to your mom, bro.
Then,
that's big.
You know what she also did, though?
What?
Set us up.
Why?
Car's coming.
Oh, my God.
It's a cop car.
Oh, that's foul.
Son, thank God for the vacant lot and tall grass that was halfway there because it's October.
Gone.
We just laid down Navy SEAL.
That's funny, yo. That is crazy.
Got up, mad.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, what are you doing?
What happened?
She was like, you still want to throw eggs?
Yeah.
I was like,
Nope.
I
Nope.
lost the whole shit of Mrs. Night till I got older, allegedly. Right?
Allegedly.
These are all alleged. These are all alleged.
Yeah,
These are
all
stories.
circumstantial,
These are all circumstances. I think the freaking statute of limitations.
Yeah,
on that
exactly.
going,
Oh, that's been gone. It's like you got 6 years, nigga. Or was it 3 years?
No, that was like.
It's like 20 years
28
ago.
years ago, dog. That shit is done 26 years
You had
ago.
a kid that finished college by now.
Word, right? That cop been retired.
Yeah, he been done.
Yo, but yeah, no, I celebrated it.
Okay.
It was dope. Went around. Halloween was different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was during that whole they putting razor blades in apples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That whole shit.
That's
Let me check
wild.
your candy. Yeah, it was all that syringes and nowalators and Snicker bars and this and that. Which I think it was all folklore and all that, whatever. Folklore.
He said folklore.
Folklore. Right? And it was like all that. So it was like a legend. Like I'm like, who knows? But we still check my candy though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I celebrated it. It was dope. And then as I got older, I fell off.
Yeah, see, my Halloweens were just dry.
You grew up what you said?
Pentecostal.
My
But like
boy's a
not even
Jehovah's
that. It's
Witness.
just
He
I had
wasn't
a
even
strict,
allowed to dance.
I had a strict mother.
Dang.
Like crazy strict. I didn't get freedom, so I moved out type shit. Like yeah, like
Damn.
yeah, asking to go out. Like I had crazy. It was crazy for me growing up, but I stayed in some shit though. You know,
Because
you find those friends that your parents trust, and then you sleep over you sleep over their house.
And it's mayhem.
What? I had my white friends.
Mayhem.
Shout out to my white friends who got me through fucking
Shout
high
out
school,
to
bro.
them, bro.
My white friends always had cars.
Yup.
Always had the best snacks in the house.
Best.
Bro, my boy was the first person to introduce me to string cheese, and he got mad because I took a bite out of it. Yo, I'm like, what is this? Is this cheese? I was like, He was like, bro, what are you doing? Nigga sat there like, he sat there peeling it apart. I'm like, why are you peeling the cheese like that, bro?
He got mad at you, bitch.
I took like four of the cheeses out of the container and put it between bread, and I put it in the toaster. He's like, bro, you like, what are you doing, bro?
God.
I'm like, you don't know?
There's a sting to this.
No.
It's like it's
Bro.
called string cheese. You don't know how to
bro.
read either?
This is my boy John.
Oh man.
He always had seltzer water in his house. And he always had string cheese.
Damn.
My two firsts ever seeing that stuff. I'm like, what is seltzer water?
Water got bubbles?
We grew up on Food Town soda. Like, what is seltzer water?
Yeah, like why you
black
want
cherry? You
bubbles?
ever heard of black cherry soda?
Yeah,
Whew.
I know. It's crazy, right?
Whew.
Really, and shout out to my friends that had money.
Oh my God.
Because it was like
They got you through it.
it was even like it was just like a possibility. Like you were like, oh wait, wait.
Yep.
There's more than my apartment building?
Bro, I remember
What is this?
my ex-girlfriend, like my first real girlfriend, she had a car the year before she was able to drive. And I didn't even get my license till I was 18. You know what I'm saying?
She already had a whip.
She had a whip. And I'm like, bro, like, what is the answer? Like, what is going on? And like, we took that shit from like here to like New York, Poconos and back. Like that was like the game changer for me. Like my friends who had cars were my best friends.
Yeah.
Best friends.
I was probably one of the first. Other than shout out to my homie Jacob.
Hey, what's up, Jacob?
Right? And he was the first one with a whip. And we go clubbing. And then it was like, you know what is crazy? When my brother got his L's, right? Mom Dukes let him use the whip. The car was new-ish, right? Let him use the whip, son. When I got my L's, the car's already 2 years older. Nah. son.
Ruined.
No.
No?
I just
Oh, wait,
couldn't
you got
use
your
it.
L. She said you can't drive it.
I'm like, the car's already 2 years older before he was able to whip it. And I can't whip it. It's already 2 years old.
That tells me a lot about your personality.
What do you mean?
That was your mom saying, I don't trust you gonna drive.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't blame her.
Hell no.
Because I was a wild child. I done got caught with licks, with Bally. I was a wild child, right? I got caught with mad stuff.
Yeah.
But look at me now, man.
You know what's crazy? Like, my mom, like, she was dating this dude, and
Was he religious?
no, he was ex-Navy SEAL. He was no emotions type nigga.
Okay.
But he was cool. He was real good dude, right? And when she
But
met,
she was still
well, Well, no, my family. My mom's not like the most religious. My grandparents, my aunts and uncles, or my great aunts and uncles were like, and it kind of trickles out to us where we're like, I'm not even religious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at all because of the stuff I saw growing up.
So
but she met this dude, right? And he was a real good dude. Had money, like blah blah blah. So he always wanted to go somewhere, like always wanted to go on vacation, blah blah blah. And it was a point in my life where I was like, I must have been.
I was gonna ask you how old you were.
I was probably like a soft freshman, or it was either a freshman or a junior. I'm not sure which one it was. It must have been when I was a junior.
In high school.
You're
already older, bro.
Yeah.
So you're already like.
So I was a junior. She met him and she's going on vacation. Like,
with you too?
No. She's leaving me with the crib.
That's crazy.
I can't make this up. She left me with the crib, and it'd be like sometimes 3 weeks at a time. Like 3 weeks at a time, bro. And the first thing she would always say to me is,
I'm hearing you.
Do not drive my car. I had no license. She said, don't move my car. I'll check my miles. Don't move my car. Do you think that mattered?
No.
Bro.
You Ferris Bueller.
She had this white Plymouth Breeze. I remember it was a white Plymouth Breeze. Ugly ass car.
Yeah.
But it was white.
Yeah.
And I looked like that.
Clean?
Oh my God, so clean.
Oh.
Clean. I shouldn't.
Hell yeah.
It took me a couple days into her leaving, be like, I don't care.
Fuck it.
Right? I'm only going to, Main Street and Freehold and back to, Briarwood, whatever. So
yeah. She's not gonna notice.
She'll never know, right? So
6 miles.
Hit up this girl. I'm like, yo, you want to ride to work? Hit up this chick, right?
Putting useless miles on there.
Dumb miles. I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
So
like you could have picked her up on your bicycle and had her stand on the
She could have walked. It was like it's a 5-minute walk.
It would have been even more G to pick her up at a crib, walk, and then walk her to work.
Bugging.
That's too notebook. That's too notebook.
Exactly. So
yeah, you're right.
I text her. I'm like,
Shorty's like, yo, what?
I text her. I'm like, yo, you want to ride to work? She's like, what? You got the wheels? I'm like, yeah. She came through. Blah blah blah.
I'm gonna pull up in some white joint.
What, bro? Mind you, she was 2 buildings away from me in Briarwood. So I pull up to the crib. She's like, oh, when'd you get this car?
You're driving right into. She opened up your door like, bro, come over here.
She gets in the car and she's like, oh wow, you driving? I'm like, yeah, it was, that's how it is.
Light work.
So I must have been 17 because I would have never did this as a freshman. I was 17.
Yeah.
So junior.
Yup.
And I drive this chick. To work, right, to CVS.
No tins.
What?
No tins.
I had a skateboard in the back seat, like an idiot, bro. So she was working at CVS in Freehold Borough, right? And how CVS in Borough works is it's like a main entrance on Main Street, but then behind it, like if you go down Court Street and come back around, there's a back entrance as well. That's how we used to rob them. Go to the back entrance, grab a Red Bull, put it in your pocket, walk out the front entrance, whatever.
Oh shit.
So she was working there.
Allegedly.
So she was working there, and I dropped her off, and she's all excited, she's getting some pussy, whatever. And then as I'm backing out of the spot, I cut the wheel way too hard. So like to the right of me was a red dumpster.
Yep.
And I'm texting and backing up like this.
Yeah.
The car smacks the red dumpster. The white car smacks the red dumpster to the point where the dumpster moved like a foot.
You smacked it.
Smacked it because I hit the gas and backed up.
Yeah, no, you smacked it.
And the dumpster stopped the car. So I get out, right? I get out and have a panic attack immediately.
Now you got 6 miles and a red. Oh no.
I get out and it's just red. That shit is just like you would think they painted the rest of the car white. Like, that shit was so fucked up, bro.
It looked like you hit something white.
Bro, when I tell you panic,
so much red on there.
Panic. So this was at a point where cell phones was normal. Cell phones were actually normal.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Luckily.
Yeah.
Luckily. So I'm online. I'm like, yo, how to get rid of scratches on a white car. They said nail polish remover. And they said get this shit called scratch filler. It was like a little pen.
Yup.
So I parked the car back and went to CVS and bought my supplies, right? I was so young and stupid that I didn't go straight home and try to fix it. I stopped at a spot to go skate. Bro, long story short, the nail polish remover strips.
The clear coat. Your car's now black. You got a black bumper.
Bro, I saw metal. I'm like, oh shit. This shit it's like acid. That shit eats away at the paint. Like it's like nothing, bro. So I was like this, like just pouring that shit on the car. And
the directions,
bro, no, that shit takes the paint off the fucking car. And now I'm like, damn, now I gotta go buy paint.
Oh no.
I bought the white spray paint, tried to match it as close as possible.
Horrible.
No, she never noticed, bro.
Till now, when she sees us.
Yeah, well, that's her loss. I mean, don't want. You know,
Yo,
she
Ma,
had 10.
I
She had
love
10
you,
cars since then.
Right? That's somebody else's problem.
But you know that panic as a kid. When you're a kid,
yeah,
you turn like 16, 17, you think you're an adult. But it's those situations you're like, I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm about to get fucked up. Damn.
everything was Gucci.
I didn't
until
have
the
to
shit
do any
went
of
wrong.
that. What?
And then it's like, so OD. All that shit was uncalled for. All that shit is uncalled for.
So OD. That's exactly what it was.
It's so
bro.
OD. It's so extra. So you didn't really celebrate anything coming from a religion. So you didn't do Halloween.
Nah, not really.
You never did Halloween. When
I
you
mean,
got
like-
older, did you do it on some party Halloween or Halloween?
I had
parties when
Halloween
you're
parties.
older
Yeah,
are kinda
Halloween
dope.
parties. Wow, my God.
They're kind of
oh
dope
my
because
God.
everybody wants to be a
Lit.
sexy cat.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I did the Halloween parties, but not when I was younger. I never really celebrated.
Yeah.
Like we did Thanksgiving, we did Christmas, we did Easter. Those are big holidays. But
Yeah.
like it wasn't until I got older where I started celebrating St. Patrick's Day. That's my favorite holiday.
St. Patrick's Day.
What?
Yeah.
A holiday dedicated to you being drunk?
I
That's the
know.
greatest holiday ever.
Cinco de Mayo. You get drunk and tacos.
Man, I don't even want to bring up Cinco de Mayo,
Stop it.
bro. That's like I get
Think
nauseous
about it.
thinking about it.
Cinco de Mayo. Oh, because it's
PTSD.
tequila?
Oh my, the last one, I drank some shit called Cactus Jack. I thought it was tequila. It was just artificial tequila. It was like
Fake?
100 proof. Yeah, it's fake tequila, and I took like hella drink shots of it, and then that's the first time I ever did a grab.
Ooh.
That's the first time I did a grab bong. I thought it'd be a good idea to do a grab bong while drunk off of that shit. Throwing up for hours.
Oh, what did Sean Price say?
Oh,
Drinking and smoking,
God.
vice, drinking and smoking, vice versa, smoking and drinking. I'm hoping my Lincoln's that up. I ain't supposed to be stinking. Rest in peace,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
That bar is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not.
So you didn't really celebrate it
No.
like that till you were older.
Mhm.
Now, do you think growing up like that,
Okay.
right, in a religious
Mhm.
way,
Mhm.
did that form any of your political
Oh, what?
point of views?
More so. It formed more so how I feel about everything, because it was all
That's the way of life.
it was all wrong.
Everything was wrong.
Everything was wrong.
But that was wrong, or the way you wanted to live was wrong?
No, the way that I grew up was wrong, to the point where like I wasn't allowed to ask questions about my own like life, or about like the questions I had towards my own religion. It was like, it was a sin to even ask questions.
So you're saying that is not the way to do it?
No.
Okay.
Nah, because you know what? Like humans are naturally curious
Yes.
about everything.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we even exist today. We had a question, and then the question became
fire became
exactly.
this, became a
So
wheel,
like for me
became-
to even ask about like my religion, it was a sin.
it was like shut up and listen.
You can't. It was me perceived as me questioning God, not trusting in God. When it was just me being a child, being like, well, why do babies go to hell if they're not baptized? Well, because the parents supposed to baptize them. Well, what if the baby dies like within a few days of being alive? You're questioning God.
Like stop asking those questions.
Religion is a giant part of life for every single person on this planet. Like, like none of this would exist without religion to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like the influence on it created, whatever. But like for somebody,
Morals and principles.
hence why
and
every
guideline.
politician is like, oh, I believe in pro-life, or I believe in pro-choice. It's, pro-lifers have a religious standpoint because of it.
But yet they support the death penalty.
Crazy, and I don't think church and state are separate, honestly.
It should be.
It should be completely.
Church. The separation of church and state is null and void at this point.
Bro.
It's been null and void.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
there is no separation
No, you can't.
between those two.
You can't, because a politician, his standpoint of getting people to vote for him is his religious background.
Because everybody wants to be a
Yeah.
Christian. Everybody goes on a campaign trail and they're like, God bless the United States of America. But then you're like, hold on, bro. Didn't you go to Epstein's Island? Oh, did God bless that trip as well?
We weren't Christians before we came to this country. Like black people, we weren't Christians.
No.
If anything, we were Islamic before we came
If
to this
anything.
country. We were Islamic.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I want to run this by somebody.
Okay.
And you coming from a different. I was raised Catholic.
Okay.
I went to Catholic school all the way to 8th grade.
Jesus Christ.
I only went to public from 9, 10, 11, 12. High school only. But granted,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, St. Mary's. I met almost all my hip hop friends.
Mm-hmm.
I performed Le Fleur Le Flash Koshka from Boot Camp Click, Helter Skelter.
Okay.
In St. Mary's, they cut my mic off.
Oh my God.
Shout out to my homie Ace Marrero.
Mm-hmm.
He's an actor now in California. He's chilling, right? He's doing shit. He's in I think an Allstate commercial.
Wow.
He just had 2 kids. Yo, shout out to
Big
Ace.
move. Shout out Ace.
Yeah, shout out to
We need
Ace.
the
bro.
clap button right here.
Yeah, like shout out to Ace. He's doing his thing. We did House of Pain. Jump up and get down.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? I got my verse out.
Mm-hmm.
I had to eat a pig because a pig is a cop. A better yet. It came to Ace, got a chance, and they cut his mic off. And I hit him one time. I was like, yo, you think that day they cut your mic off in like 7th grade? That's why you became an actor? Because now you're like, ain't nobody cut my mic off again.
Was there curses?
No, I had to take a curse tape,
Mm-hmm.
an explicit version tape,
Mm-hmm.
on a dual deck radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I would play it and hit record
And then pause.
and pause every time a curse happened.
Wow. That's
And
work.
That's how I edited the whole So there were no curses. They were just mad that there was, I never eat a pig because a pig is a cop. I bet it. And it was just crazy bars. And they shut his mic off. And now look at him now, though. He was on CSI.
Burn that school down.
He's chilling, bro. My homie got credits on his name now.
Yeah,
Shout
bro.
out to him. He got credits, right? But
Yeah.
now, I raised Catholic. This is my thing.
Okay.
I wanted to have
Mm-hmm.
somebody from a pure religious belief on here.
Okay.
That is 100%. I don't care if you're Pentecostal. I don't care if you're Catholic. I don't care if you're Buddhist.
Okay.
I don't care. Islam, whatever. But I want a religious person that practices any type of religion because I have questions that are general. And the reason I say I don't care what religion they are, because my questions would suffice to no matter who's in that chair.
Okay.
Because these are general questions I have.
Yeah.
Am I bugging
No.
when I think this?
Okay.
I feel that
Scared.
I feel,
Okay.
how can someone say,
Mm-hmm.
granted, I don't study religion,
All right.
right? I know a little bit.
Of course.
How can someone say that their religion is right and their religion is wrong when, if you were born in Italy, you're almost 99% Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
If you were born in Iraq, you're 99%
Muslim.
Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were born in wherever, you'd be a Buddhist.
Mm-hmm.
If you practice a Sikh, you'd be a Sikh.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you're geographically born and your ancestors. So now, if one person that is here that is like, I'm Catholic,
Yeah.
but what if you were born in Iraq?
You'd be Muslim.
You'd be Muslim.
That's
Is that not like science? It's like math.
It's simple math. Wherever you're born, that's your religion. That's like wherever you bang, that's your neighborhood.
Yeah. If you live in a blood neighborhood,
You bang in blood, yeah.
So now
you won't
I'm
see
like,
one blood in
I want to
60
be like, how are you right and they're wrong? Because in their head, they're right and you're wrong.
See, this is where religion lost me.
I don't.
This is where religion lost me. Like, if you look up like majority of the popes throughout like history, they were in power. They were in charge pretty much more than the kings had. They had more power than the kings had. To the extent where if they didn't like the king, he would just kind of disappear. Like England, like they had like a lot of corruption within the church, and the church was like like the church was higher than the actual king.
Yes. You better not turn down the Pope
What?
or the Catholic religion.
Had you ever heard of Magna
Crusades.
Carta?
Yes.
Like that happened for a reason, because there was a king that was like, I don't want to be nice to you. I don't care. And there was a king that actually like got rid of the popes. He was the church and he was the king. I forget what king it was. It was in England. He became the church and king. And the popes, when they finally got the next king, they were like, Magna Carta. Make sure they read that.
We said this.
Yeah. So they made sure the kings spoke nicely, were religious, and that they couldn't get rid of the popes anymore with the Magna Carta. But then you like look at some of the stuff like the embezzlement and just murder from the popes.
How rich is the Vatican?
I know, bro. Like you said, the Crusades. The Crusades is crazy.
So dark.
Crazy.
So dark.
It was just killing. Was it was Muslims, right? Killing Muslims and whoever didn't believe in the church.
So dark.
Bro.
So dark.
Thou shalt not kill. Right.
Right.
Right. Unless you got a good reason. Like
even they were like,
bro.
Hypothetically, y'all should not kill unless you're doing it for us.
Right.
And then it's like, but I want to sit down because those are the questions that I would want to sit down with somebody.
They're crazy.
Right? And with religion and be like, and actually sit down and talk to them. But I would have to find the right person that follows religion, right? Or is religious, but is also cool and not gonna get emotional by my question. And that's gonna be hard because they're gonna come into it already on a defense. And I feel like they're not gonna succeed to any idea that I have.
No.
They're gonna strictly be
you're always gonna lose though. I'll tell you why. Because when a religious person runs out of like facts, they just say faith.
But what is that?
Exactly.
Faith is believing in something that you can't prove, no?
Well, they could say, well, faith is you thinking you're going to wake up tomorrow. The reason why I'm waking up is because of God. And you're like, oh, and then you're stuck in this.
It's like, back and forth. So we're playing tennis.
What I notice is when I'm debating like a religious person, when I'm like, no, the reason why your religion exists is because of these reasons, and it didn't exist before this religion exists first. Chinese were killing stuff like for years. They got their own beliefs. Yeah. You know? And then you see like similarities of like Greek mythology and Christianity, which kills me.
Almost every religion is the same though.
Like
Greek, it's just reworded.
I love how Greek mythology is like Greek fake stories, like mythology, like
fake, fake news.
They came out and was like, no, this is just our like beliefs and like how we want to be a person. Yeah. And then like the other side is like Christianity, Catholicism, where it's like, no, you have to live this way.
This is 100% fact. And I'm like, is it?
And then you look at Hercules and Jesus Christ, like, yo, it's crazy. If you look up, if you research Hercules and Jesus Christ, you see like similar paths.
I never put
them
that
being
together.
Them being humans, but also being gods, and then like dealing with the stuff on earth, but then making it to heaven. It's crazy. It's mind blowing, bro. It's mind blowing, bro. It's mind blowing. Having a father that was a god, but then having a mother that was a human. They just ripped off the Greeks.
And that's another thing.
Yo.
These are written words by man. You ever played the telephone game and when you were little?
No. And then by the time you got to the last person, it was a different story?
Come on, bro.
Rewritten by man also. And then there's like Lutheran and... Come on, bro.
King James version of it. But I will say this.
Okay.
I will say this when it comes to religion.
Okay.
The properties of it. That is like love thy neighbor.
Morals. Yeah.
I love that.
But that's also common sense.
It is. But some people, listen, I don't want to say like I'm like an atheist because I believe in a higher power. I believe in a higher power.
I don't.
As like,
I'm too scientific. To a fault. Yeah, I'm too scientific.
Okay.
Like I think everything can be.
Have to refill.
Yeah, I know. I think everything can be proven though with science.
All right.
Everything can be proven with science.
I'll go with you on that one. I'll go with you on that one, right? But I'll say this. Okay, all right. Devil's advocate.
Okay.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
Let's put that in this little folder right here.
All right.
Okay, cool. Scientific.
Okay.
With that being said, the act of the fact of the morals and the some people need something to believe in. Whether it is this folder right here, they don't.
Well, that is.
But they live a better life.
That's people being afraid to die, and that's something different.
You think?
That's people being afraid to die, so they think that if they convince themselves to believe in something, that when they die,
there's something else,
something better.
But see, I'm not afraid to die.
That's population. That's population control. I mean, that's just like.
Yeah, but I'm not afraid to die.
I am shit.
Are you?
Every single time I've almost died, I was freaking out.
I'm not afraid to die. Are you afraid to die?
Hell yeah.
Are you afraid of death?
What? I still got shit to do. Like,
see,
like, I gotta pay this rent.
I'm not afraid of death.
I'm
want to live till I'm
bro.
150 as long as I keep my faculties in order.
So if a person were to pull out a gun right now, big ass shotgun, and he's like, look, like what's up? You're not gonna be like, oh.
Oh no, here, take my phone and my money, B. Take my shit. I don't want to die. There's a difference. There's a difference.
I don't know, bro.
Hold on. Ready? Listen. There's a difference between not afraid of death and not wanting to die.
Ah, you got me. All right, you got me. But you ever been upside down in a car?
No, but I almost flew out the windshield if it wasn't for my fucking seatbelt. Shout out to my cousin Junito.
Like,
You almost
being
murdered
upside
me,
down
bro.
in a car, bro, like, it just doesn't end. It feels like it's never going to end.
Oh, bro, but I ended
I
up
flipped
in
a couple
ditch on
times.
Route 18 right over there off of Marlboro.
Where?
On Route 18, going off exit 17, Marlboro exit.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, I ended up in the shoulder. I came out. I spun 2 360s. Tractor trailers dodged me. Nobody touched me. Then another shorty came by and hit the guardrail. She fell asleep in the same area where I fell asleep. My homie died about a mile back.
Jeez.
Crazy shit. Fuck Route 18.
But while you were spinning, you were like, oh, shit, this is bad. For a reason.
It's a long story where this is why when I write songs,
yeah.
you're like, how come you haven't dropped an album? You haven't done it. You don't do nothing with your music. And then, because I'm afraid everything I write becomes true.
Oh.
And I'm afraid to write certain things. Even the title of the project that I'm working on now, I'm afraid to put it out. I'm not going to say because the people out here biters.
Hungry hippos.
Right? And I'm not going to say the name. But I'll tell you off air.
Yeah.
But that's that. But back to religion.
Okay.
Some people, all right, back to the afraid of religion, right?
Okay, yeah.
I feel like some people, I like them to have religion because it makes their life better. So let them have it.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Why?
Because people are naturally good. For as many people that are naturally bad, there are more people who are naturally good. Hence why civilizations thrive, and hence why, like, you know, communities build together. People are naturally good people without having someone tell you this is how you're supposed to live.
We should innately just know how to live.
We know how to live. You know? Think about it. Like, if you were on an island by yourself, right? And next thing you know, like, a person appears. You're not gonna kill them. Initially.
Are they gonna take my water, my coconuts?
No, initially.
Initially.
If you were there for a year by yourself, another person is the greatest thing that could ever happen to you.
Maybe.
For the most part.
See,
for survival reasons, it's better to have another person with you.
Yeah, but they're gonna roll up, and I'm gonna be like,
and then they're gonna give you a signal to say, like, either I'm gonna a bad or I'm good.
But the whole time on this island, if I got 3 coconuts and you take 2, we got a problem. You get what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is,
Who's to know?
People generally are good people.
Okay,
and that's my.
But that could be the way you.
No, from what I've
witnessed life.
No, from what I've observed.
Yeah.
How we come together during our darkest times. How we stand together when.
I know what you're
during
right.
injustice.
People are generally people are good.
Yeah,
yeah. You're right. I don't know why I got dark.
But
you're right.
Leaders, with that same aspect, leaders are generally bad.
Yeah, because once again, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Exactly. So, if we got rid of the leaders.
But now, but it'll be kind of anarchy though.
Yeah, right.
You know
People
what I mean?
Crazy. They're gonna do.
It'll go crazy. But that's what I mean though.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I don't mind. Because my thing is this. If, let's say you're an atheist, right? What would it bother you that Samantha
no, it doesn't bother me. But what bothers me is the influence. That's what bothers me. The influence of religion to the point where it makes people do things, as in wars. Like, every war is based off religion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you think?
Absolutely. It's our beliefs versus your beliefs. You know what I'm saying?
But
I mean,
you really think we're going over to Iraq over religion?
When you break it down to, like, when you break
and opium.
Yeah, but when you break it down to the actual beliefs, like, our way of life is better than your way of life, to the point where I'll invade your life and it'll fuck your life up.
Yeah, you're right, because they're like, Muslim.
Hence why we went there and we tried to establish democracy in the Middle East.
Bro, they've been warring for 2,000 years.
More than that.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. We're going on. You get what I'm saying?
Going back to like 8,000 BC, like 8,000 BC.
Shiites, Sunnis, bro.
Sumerians.
You're
like
not
Sumerians days, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you're not. This is their land.
Exactly.
Like.
Exactly. It's all about religion is the basis of all war, bro. I'm telling you. In one way or another, we think that our way of life is so much better that we have the power to just go wherever we want and take whatever we want.
Okay, so then if you're not religious, back to the death question, there is not wanting to die and not afraid of death.
Okay.
Obviously nobody wants to die.
I'm terrified of death.
But you're terrified of death.
Yeah.
Why? I ask everybody this question.
I've been exposed. I think I told you I watch 4 or 5 documentaries a day.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'd say like I'm not classically educated, but I'm educated well.
Yes.
So I know there's so many things I haven't done, and so many pinnacles I haven't reached, even if it's just education wise, to where like a certain level of education changes your whole life because you view life so much differently. I haven't hit that point to where I'm like, I know enough. Or I've done enough in my life to impact my entire family and my community or my
generational.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there's so many things that I haven't done just through being uneducated or just being lazy or whatever, to where I'm like, the death is scary because there's people who have accomplished so much in this world. And
see, I feel like that would answer the question. Are you afraid to die?
No, I'm afraid to die.
Yes, but are you
with
afraid
regrets.
of death?
I'm afraid of death with regrets. Yeah,
because I feel like
I'm afraid of dying.
Mad.
I'm terrified of dying, bro.
Finicky with this. I'm mad. I'm like, I'm splitting hairs with this one.
Yeah.
When I'm saying, not wanting to die and afraid of death. I feel like not wanting to die is exactly everything that you said. You still want to know. You want to get everything that you just said is not wanting to die.
In the face of death, every time I panicked.
Yes,
in the face of death, I panicked every time.
I feel like death to me, there's not wanting to die because I still got stuff I want to do.
Okay.
I don't want to put my mom through that. I want to outlive my parents.
Absolutely. But at the same cost, there's people on their deathbed who are okay with it because they just know it's their time. And that's the difference.
But see, I also feel, this is what I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yo, you about to be next.
Oh, man.
Local Perth boy, Puerto Rican.
Oh, shit. Moved over the bridge and took the L, playing airsoft. They got a BB to the neck.
Right in the neck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I already caught him on collarbone. Oh, boy. Anyway. All right. I don't want to die.
Okay.
Because I love life.
Me too.
And there's so much more I want to do.
Exactly, bro. You're a happy person.
Look.
Fulfilled person.
I'm living it right now.
The greatest life you could ever live.
I am not afraid of death. If my car gets pulled, I'm cool with it. You know why?
No way, bro. It's unnatural.
No, it's not.
Unnatural, bro. I'm telling you.
You know why?
Why?
We'll disagree on that.
Because
I feel depending, remember, 38.
All right.
You're 28.
You got 9 years on me. You're 10 years. Yeah, 10 years.
10 years on you.
Okay.
It sounds like nothing.
That's a lot.
But it's a lot.
What?
I was 10.
What?
I was throwing eggs at cop cars allegedly when you were born.
Yep. And you graduated high school in
2000.
Oh my God.
You was 2008? 10.
Jesus Christ.
2000, I was out
I was in like
bitch.
4th grade.
2010, I had the skate shop.
Wow. Yeah, so you definitely live a lot more life than me.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I had those 10 years before the world was all woke.
Okay.
Before, like, you get what I'm saying?
So, then my question to you is, why do we exist?
As humans?
As American humans.
As American humans?
Why do we exist?
I mean, I would rather answer that on why do humans exist.
No, because we're not the same as other countries at all. I like to
That's weird.
We can talk about American humans because we are American humans and we've seen millions of them in different states. Like I've been from here to Cali and back, and here to Georgia and back.
I went to Vermont, nicest people in the world.
But in Jersey, it's way different than the people in Georgia.
Way different.
And then Jersey's way different than the people in Pennsylvania. And,
New York
and then Cali is not. I don't think it's not even America. It's not.
Florida's not America. Cali's America.
No, Florida's fucked up.
Florida, you should need a passport.
Only in Florida can you get your face eaten off. Let's be.
I feel like y'all want to build a wall.
Put that shit on Florida, bro.
But
Miami, though. I mean, Miami's.
No, but we can build a wall and fly over the wall and land on South Beach and see some nice babies out there.
We understand what it means to be an American human because we have always been American humans.
So pretty much, what is it like to be an American?
American human. What's our purpose? What is our purpose
as American humans?
Yes. What is our purpose?
To get money.
But that's what I'm saying.
And prosper.
That's shallow.
It is, but no, that's not my purpose.
I work for the biggest corporation in the world, bro.
What?
I work for the biggest corporation in the world.
Amazon.
When you
Shout
think
out to
about
Jeff Bezos.
when you think about what majority right, yo, sponsor this. Yeah, but when you think about like the purpose.
Imagine it cuts off and goes to an
I know.
Amazon
Can you imagine here
ad
knock
right
on the
now?
door? Yeah, all black. Cause they, you guys are in this.
And moderates us.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
word.
when you think about like the purpose of Amazon, right? For what? You know, we care about getting stuff so fast. I don't even care about the stuff that I buy anymore. I just want it to get there fast. you ever track your shit?
That ain't Rona.
Yo, you ever track your shit and it says
Went
10
down
stops
the wrong
away?
way.
It
That ain't
says,
Rona.
yo,
That ain't Rona. I'm good.
Oh, this nigga sick, bro.
Oh shit.
Anyhow, yo, nah, but you track
Nah,
your
I'm good.
shit.
You made me laugh.
The actual pursuit of buying something from Amazon is more exciting than getting what you were like, what you cared
Yeah,
about.
fuck what was in the box.
I just want to get it. I want to see like 10 stops away. You're like, 10 stops away. Oh,
Yeah, you're like
shit.
2 days.
Next day sometimes.
Next day.
Next day. Do you know what that means? That's ruining our idea of what like matters.
I don't do online shopping. It never works for me.
Well, I do Amazon for like the stuff in my house. Like, you know, if I need like paper towel or like if I need like something
Amazon paper towels,
or like a
bro?
dish rack I bought off Amazon, like a dope dish rack, you know.
Oh, that's dope.
it goes over the sink. Shit's
Oh
hard.
yeah, see shit like that, yeah. But when people are like, "Oh shit, I'm running out of body soap," Amazon it.
Oh, see, I get my laundry, not detergent, body wash off Amazon too. I get a pack of 6.
Do they not sell it anywhere else?
But think about it, off Amazon, I can get 6 20-ounce, let's say, Doves, $18. Go to the store, one is like $7. See what I'm saying?
See, but my thing is, how do they pull that off?
Because they have so much, they buy so much of it, and it's third parties. Whoever has the cheapest price makes it. You know. You know what I'm saying? Amazon's the greatest, but like I said, I care more about the process than I actually care about getting my shit. Because minutes after I get it, I'm like over it.
So what is an American human to you?
An American human is a complete consumer. Is an absolute consumer, only a consumer, and that's
right.
what separates us from the rest of the world.
We only want to consume. We don't care about culture.
Exactly. So hence, I go to work. It's not enough for me to be a free person. Like, it's enough for me to just pay my bills.
It's enough for me to consume.
Consume.
I'm only going to work because I want to consume shit.
You know how stupid I feel sometimes when I'm shopping on Amazon? I'm like, oh wait, I work there. It's coming from my building. I'm giving them back the money they just gave me for my check. It's like kind of it's a slap to the face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you work mad hours and you walked out with Dove soap.
and then you're like, wait, I just gave them back an hour. I gave them back 10 hours. Like,
Not
damn.
even. You just worked.
There was
and
one
they
day I
gave
spent
you,
like
they paid you in soap.
700.
They paid you in soap, family.
They did make big changes this year, though. They made some big. They make big changes, bro. I'm about to be a millionaire.
Oh, Jeff Bezos hit me up.
You know who's making money though?
Ooh.
Some people who are like they became their FDA?
Food and Drug Administration?
No. It's something distributors where they store their stuff in Amazon and they sell through Amazon.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They're making
I know what
bread.
you're talking about. Where they just, Amazon is like a third party shipper.
Yep. They store
Where
their
they
stuff in
store the
Amazon
shit.
facilities,
Yep.
and then they sell
It's
their
like a
stuff on
Pinterest type of
Amazon.com.
deal. Yep.
What? Yo, they're making like $4,000 or 5,000 a
Killing it.
week. 4,000 or 5,000 a week. Meanwhile, I work for the company. And
Getting paid in
no, it's a
Dove
great
body
company. I
soap.
love it. Hope they don't fire. I would never go anywhere else. Nah, you know what's crazy? They got a policy there, bro.
So UPS call me.
Nah, fuck UPS. Fuck UPS. They have a
What
policy,
can Brown do for you? Nothing, because it's Amazon on this side.
bro. They got a policy right now to where if you either like quit Amazon
Uh-huh.
or like you get fired from Amazon, like in a way where like on bad terms,
Uh-huh.
you can't work for any of their affiliates. So people who were like quit Amazon in the past and then they went to Whole Foods got fired when Amazon acquired them, and Aldi's. Imagine
That's the shit that I didn't know.
Yeah,
they
bro.
monopolizing
And then
the world.
after your second year or your first year, they offer you a buyout. It's like a normal thing. They offer you a buyout. So let's say after your second year, they'll offer you like $5,000, right?
It's for you to quit?
If you want to quit, they'll offer you a buyout. But that buyout means you can't work for any of Amazon's affiliates or Amazon ever
But
again.
why would they do that if you're a model employee?
No. That there's no such, like, that doesn't exist. Your buyout is like if you were thinking about quitting, this is how much money we would give you, but you can no longer work for Amazon or its affiliates ever again in life.
Oh, that's only if you're like, yo, I want to leave.
You have that option. So
No,
either you can leave.
They approach you.
Either you can leave. It's a company standard. Either you can leave, and then have a possibility of getting your job back, or they'll offer you that money. Like, we'll give you this amount of money for the amount of time you've been here, but you can never come back or work for any of our affiliates. You know how scary that is?
So then why would you just leave without taking the money?
Because
and just have the possibility of working for Whole Foods later.
So people care about money.
Yes.
So imagine they came to you with $5,000, and you already had this job. You already had a job lined up, and the next thing you know, that job doesn't work out. Well, you should have thought about that before you quit Amazon. It's a scare tactic. You know what I'm saying? And people take the money all the time, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like, I don't want to have Amazon looming over my head, knowing how powerful they are in the world. Like, Amazon's everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. So I'll be like, keep your 5,000.
Well, no. But think about it. If you think you're never gonna come back,
give me the $5.
Give me that $5, and then tax it, not to walk away with $2,500. I'll walk away with $2,500.
I didn't think about that. It ain't clean. That ain't clean. 5,000.
Nah, you getting taxed 40% for that because it counts as a bonus.
Oh
shit.
Yeah. I say we're back. We're back.
This beer is good, by the way.
Oh hell yeah, that German shit, bro.
It's called Weissenhafenstaffen.
Yep. And this is an inside joke to my homie Lionel. Shout out to them.
Still à toi. Yeah, I love beer, yo. Beer is good as hell.
Beer's the best.
I could drink beer every day, but I had to stop that.
Yeah.
COVID got me up. I was getting drunk daily with COVID, bro.
What do you mean? Oh, when COVID. Oh.
What,
the
bro?
alcohol race turned. Oh.
Bro, I was getting drunk to the point where I was like, I think that's why I gained weight. I was getting drunk every day, and then my job changed the attendance policy. I was like, oh, I'm a drunk.
Oh shit.
They waited for me to get into work one day. It's a true story, right? It was a Wednesday. They changed the
Before we
attendance.
continue,
Oh, my bad.
hold that thought.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. If this will be edited,
Okay.
so if y'all are gonna watch this and be like, how'd y'all jump from one thing to another? Because we went out and did a refill.
We did a drink break.
And we did a drink break. And it was quite a while.
Yeah.
And we just came back.
Yeah.
Forgot where we were. Like I said, there's no script. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I like touching many subjects. So this is where we at now. My bad. Continue.
I came into work, and it was a Wednesday, and they apparently had changed the attendance policy on Sunday. And the attendance policy had changed to, if you don't feel like coming into work and you don't feel up to it, we're not going to use your attendance against you. Bruh. When I tell you I made it one day, like I came in the next day and I was like, man, fuck this. Left early the next day, and then I just started working one day a week after that. Just one day. They can't fire you. And then
But you only got paid for that one day.
Bro, I didn't care.
Yeah, because
I was going home. Like, what's better than home? I'll find the money somehow. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, I left.
Off.
Exactly. Yeah. What you know about this? Stretch it out. What's that logo? Damn, that's a nice black logo.
This episode is brought to you by
OFF.
Nah, we're going to
Falk
talk
brand
about that.
Instagram. But yeah, so I was.
Oh, you got all that?
Oh yeah, I got the email too. I got the email. But
let's do it.
yeah, so that.
Oh yeah, I'll be doing this.
What? They said, we're not going to use your attendance against you, which means all my time would have been good when they changed it back. Because, they changed that shit back May 1st. They ended it, like they started it March, whatever the day COVID happened.
They shut down.
And then they bought the attendance policy back May 1st. Do you know how miserable? 2 months. You know how miserable I was coming back to work?
Bro, because you got
lazy.
You got American on them.
Bro, I was on the couch just Grand Theft Auto, eating, drinking. DoorDash.
Ooh.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. DoorDash. And then I like got the notification, the email, like, oh, you got to come back to work May 1st if you want to have your job. I was like, what? I got to go to work? Like, what?
And like, man, this is for the birds.
And then going back was just impossible after that.
Damn.
It's still hard. It's still hard.
You know what else I was thinking about too with this whole Corona shit? Music, right? Or any creative thing.
Yeah.
Currently, we're still in this thing.
I know.
So we don't know who's cooking in the kitchen right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, do you think it changed for the better though?
I think so.
I don't think so. I
Music, you mean?
Yeah.
You know why?
Shows are my thing. I like going to shows.
This is why I think we don't know yet, but it will. I think it will get changed. I think it will be better for the fact that before Rona, bullshit sells. You were able to Tekashi 6ix9ine this shit. You were able to do some fuck shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
you make money off tours. Some people make money off of streaming, but you really, really make your money as an artist by being on tour.
True.
And selling merch.
True.
And selling out an arena. Now, right? When that gets taken away from you, the real gets exposed.
Yep.
The world will never be the same.
Never again.
I was here last episode 20, with my homie Evan Beyond Fitness. If y'all need a personal trainer, hit him up at Instagram at EVAN Evan Beyond Fitness. DM him. Kids, everything. Don't matter how old you are. Need a personal trainer? Your kid's a little chubby?
Work it out.
No offense. He can work it out. Kid ain't going to school having PE.
Work it
Hit
out.
up Evan Beyond Fitness. He'll do it via Zoom. If y'all afraid of the Rona, he'll Zoom you in.
I can't do it.
He'll Zoom you in. He'll Zoom a class with you. And he'll put in the work with you. Evan Beyond Fitness, episode 20. Check him out. He hit me with a crazy-ass concept.
Okay.
He's like, yo, remember? He's like, you know what's crazy? Our scene will never be the same again as far as a B-boy / dancer.
Oh, that's done. Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, think about it. We was shoulder to shoulder
Mm-hmm.
in a tight-ass club, sweating, coughing, laughing, sick. He's like, bro, it'll never be like that again. And then he was like, or I don't know if he said it or I said it. I was like, yeah, but there'll still be I think he might have said it. There's still going to be underground parties where people are like, fuck Corona. But I'm like, all right, they will be.
Comes with a cost, though.
Tight, but every one of those people are still like,
I could possibly be sick.
We lost the liberty and the freedom to chill next to each other. And that's gone.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get that back.
And you know what's crazy? The last show I went to, or the last festival I went to, was Afropunk. It was too good. It was too good. Huh?
Afropunk.
It was too good.
Who the fuck is that?
That's a 2-day festival in Brooklyn. And they do it all over the world.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking Afro Man.
No, Afropunk.
That's disrespectful.
Afropunk, bro. That was my last festival. My last music experience and in-life music experience, and it was too good. I wish I never went. You know? That was like...
Who was there?
Oh, my God. Everybody.
Like that?
Santiago was there. Alicia Keys was there.
Ooh.
Spike Lee was there. My favorite artist, Leon LaHavis, was there.
Never heard. Rapper?
No, she's a singer.
Oh.
British singer. Jill Scott closed the first day.
Oh, love her.
She closed the first day and a huge set.
And Jill Scott is so dope, bro.
Like hundreds of artists perform at these events to the point where like you have to download the Afropunk app to like get the background on the artist so you know what show you want to see, which set you want to see. It's overwhelming a little bit. And you wind up learning about like mad artists that you would have never heard of. That was my last experience. It's an all-black festival. So people coming out wearing their best clothes and having their natural hair and just beautiful girls everywhere and just our cultures everywhere. CoverGirl wound up sponsoring the event and it was great. But that was my last experience with a show. And now I'm like, damn, thank God I went. You know? I'd be kicking myself if I didn't go.
I know. And it's like, but like you said before, we're already 2 hours and 2 hours in at least, right?
Yeah.
But like you said before, where you were like, Corona to some people affected them, and some people were like, I'm one of those. I already lived the quarantine life.
I'm over it, bro.
Now, I was living quarantine before quarantine, though.
Never have I ever lived something like this.
Because this is my thing.
Yeah.
I've been clubbing since 14
Jesus
years
Christ.
old, bro.
Damn, that was like 45, 50 years ago.
Come on, watch your mouth, bro. Shout out to my homie T. Watch your mouth. Yo, shout out to my homie, my comrade, and my brother T. Watch your mouth.
He said, back in my day, we had afros.
We had pagers.
Damn.
143. I was like, I love you too. Bro.
By the way, bro, I don't know what a pager does. I'm too young to know what a pager, how it was used. How was it used? Did you have to call a person's pager number and they would get a page? And I don't know.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
You would have a pager on you, right?
Okay.
Pager has a number.
Okay.
So I would hit your pager.
All right.
With a number where I'm at. Like a number to call back.
Oh, and that's it?
And you just be like.
It's like pressing 5 when you call somebody.
Like, okay. But now you would know.
Mm-hmm.
Like a number would pop up and you would have codes with your homies. And you'd be like 911.
Serious.
Come through.
Yeah.
And if you had a shorty.
So you would call the number and then you would press numbers after that?
Yeah, and you'd page it. And and if I'm not mistaken, your number would show up on my pager. Like,
wow.
Let's say it'd be like 73, or we're gonna go with them Hollywood shit. 555-555-555.
Yeah.
911. And now I know that your number is 555-555-555. 911 shit is the problem. Let me call this number back.
I'm about to cop a pager, bro. You think they make them still?
They gotta, bro.
I'm about to cop a pager the second out. Yo, let's look. I'm doing the same shit.
Pages? Hold on.
Let me see.
Imagine. Yo, I swear to God.
I will cop a pager tonight, bro. Dead ass. Pagers for sale.
Make pagers.
Stop.
That work though.
Let me see.
Look, you could get a 3
Pagers
Motorola
Direct.
Bravo Flex for $70.
I'm about to bring that shit back.
There are currently around 5 million pagers in service worldwide.
Bro, I'm on pagersdirect.net. It's a whole website dedicated to buying pagers. My question is, my nigga,
They got extreme.
what are you gonna tell AT&T? I need to add another line. They can be like, all right, cool. Give me your IMEI number.
Nah, you gotta go talk to Muhammad, the ISIS terrorist down at the Shell gas station, bro, in order to get that.
Bro,
Muhammad
what do you tell
it.
AT&T? I need to activate a pager. They're gonna be like,
Nah, I'm gonna go to T-Mobile.
you better call Bellworks. Bell Atlantic. The fuck?
My son works.
You
know that was the voice
that's
of it.
him.
That was him. Yellow Pages.
John Earl Jones, right?
Yup.
James Earl. Was it
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Right, but now with Corona, I was already living a quarantine life before.
You're just a homebody.
Not even, because I still snowboard. I ride dirt bikes.
So what do you mean?
I work.
Yeah.
And maybe it's I'm not anti-people, but I'm a little anti-people.
I'm very pro people, and that's what
No, I'm pro people.
Like I used to go out by myself to the bar and then meet people at the bar.
I consider that anti-people, meaning because it sounds negative.
Okay.
Like I'm anti-people.
Okay.
I should say I'm anti-needing people. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't need anybody. It sounds a little selfish and
I see what you're saying.
self-absorbed.
Yeah.
But bro, I could live in a cabin
And be fine.
in the middle of Alaska
Not me, bro.
and not see a human.
Not me.
I just need a little shorty to come through, help me get some wood, and
Yeah.
have a shorty ride or die. You know what I'm saying? Get her little
Wait,
garden
are you helping?
popping.
Are you helping her get wood, or
She gonna
she's
help
helping?
me get wood, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna help her find water.
See, for
You know what I'm
for me,
saying?
this was shocking. It shocked my whole system, bro.
I kind of liked it. You know
No,
why?
bro, I hate every inch of it.
I don't. You know why?
I'm a Jersey boy.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm a Jersey Shore boy.
Oh, that's the problem.
That's the difference. I'm a Jersey Shore boy. Like me and my boys
Yeah.
would go to the club every week.
Was you bamboo?
Nah, more like the new like Asbury, Red Bank,
Oh, you was down
Belmar.
there.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that's
used to go down. I used to fucking club it up in Red Bank, bro.
bro. It's a whole different thing. Like
the downtown is nice.
what?
Feels good.
But like Asbury
Nice
was our
and
go-to when we didn't know what to do.
Scale a little bit.
Asbury. You been to Asbury yet?
The fuck is that?
Asbury?
No.
Somebody for FaceTime
Oh,
you?
was that you?
What?
I heard
No,
that. Man,
that's you.
I ain't got shit.
I ain't got shit either.
Goddamn Apple sending me updates.
I
That
got
shit's
shit.
annoying. Have I been to Asbury lately? No. You know when's the last time I partied in Asbury?
When?
I don't even know how
95.
old you were. Yo, you're almost dead. on.
No way, bro.
97.
Wow.
Club Strawberries.
They don't even exist
They
anymore.
don't exist. You know what I'm talking
But you
about?
none of that, what you know of Asbury, exists.
Bro.
Because remember, you couldn't walk through Asbury.
That's when I drove down there. There was a dude on the porch with a shotgun.
Let me turn
No
this
bullshit.
like
And I'm like, oh, shout out to Uptown Breakers. And
nah, see, it's different now. Like, they got like.
1,000 step into
See, I don't even.
my
Oh,
world.
that's my
Cameras on.
shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
It just dropped.
What you know about Jungle Brothers?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
He said, come on, bro. What you know about Jungle Brothers?
Come on, bro.
You know what my grandmother's house is? Like, you know who owned her house
Mm.
immediately before so my aunt bought the house immediately after, and then my grandmother bought it from my aunt. But before my aunt bought it, it was Milk D owned my grandmother's house.
No.
Yeah, and the basement was like soundproof and everything, bro. Yeah.
Who lives there now?
My grandfather and my mom and my sisters live there now.
Is it still soundproof?
Nah, they redid the whole basement. But
Did you
Milk
say-
D owned my grandmother's house before she owned it.
Oh, shit.
Freehold, New Jersey.
That's crazy.
How crazy is that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what I mean. Since
Yeah.
quarantine ain't fuck with me,
Mhm.
I want to know where the music went. Like, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. People been cooking.
Yeah.
And people been releasing little things.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to know what the climate.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be long-lasting effects of this
Oh,
thing.
yeah. It's already, we
every-
can already see it.
Yeah, with every level of life. Whether it's movies, entertainment, this and this and
Movies
this.
took the biggest hit, in my opinion.
Movies
Movies,
did.
and travel took the biggest hit.
Yes.
Because people, no matter what, need to go to the movies because it's like an experience. Because the movies have something that you don't have at home, which is the professional sound and the professional. It was
Screen and
filmed for the movie theaters. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? The sound and alone is something you cannot get at home. You got to spend close to $20,000. Let's be real.
To get a real.
Yeah, 20,
a
30,000. Like, I got schooled to like sound. And
Where?
my boy, my boy schooled me. My boy Mike, he's really good at like the technicality of like getting the perfect sound. And he showed me these amps that were like 32,000 each. And I was like, oh, you know,
you, bro.
imagine spending 32 grand each and then skimping out on the quality of the
projector.
picture.
Yeah.
So the movies is a big thing because they spend so much on these movies to the point where it's like they're gonna make their money back from box office. And I don't even know the last time I've been to a movie. Honestly, I think I might have seen Don't Breathe with the blind guy in the house. Remember that?
No, I know what you're talking about.
It was a
Where you had to be
Vietnam. It was
quiet.
they were like they broke into this blind guy's house, but they didn't know he was Spec Ops.
I didn't see that one.
Crazy.
You want to know what I watched? Split.
Never heard of it.
When the guy kidnapped the two girls, put them in the basement. He had a split personality. He's a dope ass actor,
Never seen it.
bro.
Split. That sounds good.
Once I show you this motherfucker's face, you're gonna be like, "Oh, look, I still got 13th Amendment on here." Watch.
13 of them.
Split. Split movie. 2016. That was the last time.
Let me see who's in it.
You know this fucking guy.
Oh,
Fuck is his name?
hmm.
He's good.
He looks familiar.
James McAvoy?
See, I don't know if that's his name or if that's his movie name.
No, that's his. No, that's
Oh,
his
James.
real name.
Oh, James
McAvoy.
He's a Scottish actor.
I don't know. Fuck that guy. Nah, he's cool.
Is that fuck that guy?
Nah, he's cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think music could change. You rap.
Oh yeah.
How long you been doing music for? You've been spitting
over
bars since the
10
skate shop, actually.
Over 10 years.
And I think you did a couple shows. Didn't you do shows? I felt like you did.
Oh, I did shows. Yeah, I did a showcase for 105. I got second place for that. And then I did the Blue Room, and Sarah was at Secaucus. The Blue Note, the Blue Room,
Blue Shark.
Blue something, and I opened up for Capadonna.
Get out.
Yeah, that was he's insane, bro.
I don't like. Yo, this is gonna come off as a shocker.
Okay.
I fucking said this.
You don't fuck. Okay.
Yes. Shout out to my neighbor, bro. I did a smash cake photo shoot for my neighbor. He hip hop as hell. He came through yesterday to pick up the photos. We played pool.
Nice.
We talked hip hop.
Mhm.
And I was like, I hate Wu-Tang. I don't hate. Hate's a strong word. I dislike Wu-Tang,
Why?
the group.
Why? You think it was just over? You think it was overplayed?
No. I just didn't like the group.
What?
But now,
how are you a hip hop head? You don't like Wu-Tang? That's crazy.
I don't. I appreciate them. 36 Chambers. I know where they stand. I'm not saying that they're whack.
You just don't. It's not your thing.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I know that they are extremely nice, extremely detrimental to hip hop culture. It is. If you cannot talk hip hop without Wu-Tang, with all that and the accolades and the give them flowers or all that being said, personally, I don't like them together.
I respect that.
Now,
I respect that.
I think Raekwon is the best one out the whole shit.
You're bugging. Better than Meth? You're bugging.
I think so.
Meth is the best to come out of Wu-Tang.
Fuck, you know what?
Like,
no, taste-wise. But see, this is my taste.
Yeah.
That's the thing with music, right? Another guest I had on here, my homie Lou Gums. Shout out to him. Shake him off the pimping.
Hey.
He was like, good point. I might be butchering his statement, but y'all could go watch it. Just look up Lou Gums episode. I forgot what episode it was.
Take that shit completely out of context.
I gave him that Redman record in high school.
Okay.
Time for some action. Do you believe he still kept it? That's how hip hop he is. And he brought it back to bless the episode that he came on. And I got that shit back 97 to 07, 23 years later. I got my fucking vinyl back.
That's wild. That's
Son,
older than my youngest sibling.
Word. And he said, there is art in a museum. And everybody goes to the museum and appreciates the art. You just don't want to hang it in your house.
That's deep. That's deep.
Right?
That's deep.
Bro, that's the sip. You can go there and be like, yo, that art piece is dope. And somebody's like, I want it in my house. And you're like, yo, that shit is dope. Don't hang that on my wall.
No.
You still both recognize that it's dope. Just you like it more than what I like.
Yeah.
So that's why I am with the Wu-Tang.
I like that analogy.
Right? So
like
Meth would be something that I would appreciate in the museum. But Raekwon is, I would hang Raekwon's artwork in my house.
Okay.
Because it's just more relatable.
I understand that. But
Meth is nice.
Meth is nice, yeah. But here's where the conversation going to shift right here. My opinion, greatest of all time to do it.
Whoa.
Ready? Now let me.
Wu-Tang or in hip hop?
Oh, in hip hop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. This is the conversation. Conversation going to shift
I'm
right
10
here.
years older
look.
than you, bro.
Hold on,
9,
hold on.
10 years. Where we
sorry.
going with this?
I'll put his voice on when I say it. I'm sorry. Jay-Z's the greatest to ever do it.
Stop playing.
Jay-Z's the greatest to ever do it. I want you to mark my words.
This podcast.
There's a reason they call him Hove.
God?
He's the best to ever do it. He's still doing it. He was doing it since 88.
He's not the best.
Who's all right? Oh, no. As a whole.
But
As
what are
a
you talking
whole.
about? Money? Album sales?
As a whole, who's better than
As
Jay-Z?
a whole.
Who's better than Jay-Z? Styles, flows, moves, albums, just lyrical content.
I think we're back to the museum concept, though.
But who's better than Hove? In your opinion, who's the best rapper of all time? Like who can't be touched?
I want to clarify this. Emotionally?
Okay. So as a personal, okay.
Emotionally.
Okay.
Nobody's fucking with Sean Price.
See, I don't know about him. I don't know
That's
about
disrespectful.
him. I don't know. I never
too young.
never heard of
Right
him.
up.
Yeah, never heard of him. I never heard of Sean Price. I was born in 91, so I know a lot of decent. Oh
What'd you
my!
say?
Took his head off. I don't know who Sean Price is. What songs he got? Like, bro,
I'm not even being funny. It's too much for the podcast.
Oh, let me look up Sean
It's
Price.
too much.
bro.
It's too much.
Sean Price.
Bro. You didn't see the shrine I got to the homie in the glass case outside?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh,
Let me see songs.
You're probably not gonna know if you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know.
See 2012.
In the words of his partner, right?
He's a new guy.
He's
new.
dead. He died. Sleep apnea on his sleep.
Barbarian. Never heard of any of this, bro.
Yo, you for real?
I never heard of
you
Sean
never
Price.
heard of Duck Down Music, Duck Down Records?
Never heard of any of that,
Bucktown,
bro. Never heard of any of
Smith
that.
and Wesson, Cocoa Brothers, Buckshot. Don't front. You know, I got you open. It's the original. This is old. Yeah,
I don't know
you're
any of
right,
that,
you're
bro.
right. That's emotional to me, right? That's that.
But can we agree that Hove's up there?
No.
Up
Oh,
there.
he's up there. All right.
Top 5.
Now, you wanted. If I had to answer this,
Okay.
I will answer this.
Okay.
slightly emotional, bias,
Okay.
but hip hop factual.
Okay.
There's two people.
Okay.
There's Andre 3000.
Wow.
And there was Black Thought.
Wow. My boy's going to watch this and lose his mind that you just said Black Thought. Shout out my boy Alex.
I think
He put me on the Black Thought heavy.
Black Thought.
Hands down. I think Andre 3000 is the most influential person in rap. If you think about flows, I think he's the most underrated rapper of all time.
The most
underrated rapper of all time.
He's an alien.
Oh, yeah. Bro, Andre 3000 was doing shit.
Emotionally, I think I like Andre more. I don't even want to say I like him more than Black Thought. It's just something about Andre's bars.
Oh, man.
That are like.
He was comfortable in his, yeah. Yeah.
It's just.
Definitely.
So much. But then this Black Thought, where he goes on Funk Flex.
Bars.
And drops 14 minutes, I think, or 12 minutes of bars, bro.
Yeah,
like this
definitely.
He's on Jimmy Fallon with the Roots. They came from Philly, and you made it to the Tonight Show.
So here's my question, though. Here's my question. New guys, as of 2000 and let's say 2008 and on.
Mick Jenkins.
Never heard of him.
I probably said Mick.
Over J. Cole?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, J. Cole. I think J. Cole's the greatest to come out of that freshman, Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, Kendrick Lamar, Big Sean. I think J. Cole's the greatest to come out of that because his lyrical ability, bro.
I listen to every J. Cole.
Me too.
You know what, though? Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul.
Nah. I mean, Ab-Soul's up there. I think Ab-Soul is one of the most underrated rappers, too.
Yeah.
He's shadowed by Kendrick, though. Like, Kendrick's a big tree over there.
Yep. But
Kendrick is the greatest. Like, Kendrick is ridiculous, bro.
He won a Pulitzer Prize. Kendrick Lamar won a Pulitzer Prize. Believe that? How crazy is that?
Little nigga from Compton.
Won a Pulitzer Prize.
But his albums are perfect, though. Kendrick has a whole
I feel like Schoolboy Q ain't really too much under that Kendrick's tree, though.
Schoolboy Q.
I feel like he's a big branch on that tree.
I think Ab-Soul's the closest. Ab-Soul's a lyricist.
Oh, no, I'm talking about notoriety.
Well, like, yeah, Schoolboy Q's
huge. Like,
he's huge.
Ab-Soul? But if I say Schoolboy Q,
somebody gonna know who
somebody gonna know.
Yeah, definitely.
Oxymoron, that part with Kanye. That's what I mean. Like, who like came out from under Kendrick.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Hey, I'm here too, guys.
I like Schoolboy, but coming from a lyricist aspect, like Ab-Soul is.
Oh, Ab-Soul, definitely.
That song he got with Boss from J. Cole Squad.
You know what's crazy? My neighbor was here. He was like, yo, you got to listen to, what's it called, Ab-Soul's Them Days or some shit like that?
Oh, that's my shit.
Was it Them Days?
These Days.
These Days, yeah. He's like, listen to that album. And I know Ab-Soul's nice when they did the Black Hippie song.
Yeah.
When he was like, I laid down and realized that I was lying. Get it? I laid down and realized that I was lying, but I was lying because I wasn't laying down.
He's ridiculous.
Come on, son.
But then you got powerhouses like Kendrick, though. Like, Kendrick is a whole different ball game, bro.
Once again, Pulitzer Prize,
the best ever in the West. The best ever in the West. And he looks up to Pac, but I never thought.
Prolific than Pac.
Absolutely. You want to know why? Because he doesn't do that gangster shit.
Kinda.
Well, no.
He don't claim it.
He's not banging. I mean, like, he's not pushing an image that you should bang or anything like that. He's just telling you where he came from. He even has a song called Good Kid, Mad City. It's the name of the album.
Yeah.
He's like, what was the line? He says, what am I supposed to do when the color was red and blue? It was a line talking about, like, I'm from here and you know that I'm accustomed to it, but that's why you treat me the way you do, even though you know I'm not about it. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you think Kendrick is the best out of
the West
since the birth of hip hop?
I think he's one of the best in general because of his ability.
In general,
his ability. I mean, even he's definitely the best to come out of the West ever. Ever.
I think.
And then it's him and then Nipsey Hussle, but they're two different rappers. You know.
I haven't heard. I don't know
what.
I'm pretty sure I heard a Nipsey song.
Nah, Nip is.
I respect what he did for his people.
Yeah.
Right? But my thing is this. Give people flowers while they could still smell them. Nobody was on Nipsey's shit.
I was, though. I got the paperwork on my fucking
you're
Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, you're right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, as many Nipsey Hussle fans as there is now,
it came after he
should have
died.
been
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah. And you hear the shit he was doing. That's why I fuck with Nipsey heavy, because he had a deal. He had a deal and he backed out of it. And then, you know, him and his label were like, nah, this ain't working for either one of us, because they wound up changing people that were working in the industry or whatever. And he was like, this ain't working for me, this ain't working for y'all. And they had like an equal split. That never happens in music. And then he got famous after that without a label. Because he was like, he didn't want no boss. He didn't want to have to answer to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Mac Miller style.
He 360'd himself. He 360'd himself.
Yeah.
So I just know what he was up to, bro. He was doing a lot for his community, and he stayed in the hood.
Yes, and it's crazy that the hood don't love you back.
No, it's just specific. You know, niggas be hating on you. But
yeah. So now, all right, Kendrick Nipsey,
is the
West
best.
Coast, East Coast. Who you got?
East Coast. J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Joey Badass.
But what happened to him? Where he at? He went like this.
All right, so J. Cole and
Cause shout out to J. Cole with Dreamville. He signed JID, Earth Gang.
I saw them at Afropunk.
Bro, J. Cole putting in work. You seen that documentary?
Kaz, Boss, yeah.
Shout out to J. Cole, man.
I think J. Cole's the greatest on the East Coast. I mean, who else?
Right
is
now.
there? I mean, you got Black also.
6 Lack. Oh, Black, but
Yeah.
it's 6 Lack. But my name is 6 Lack, but my
And then-
name is not important. And
He's great, but he ain't on Cole level. So it's Cole. It's just Cole.
But because you know what, Black started off as a rapper. He noticed this shit wasn't popping, so he started harmonizing, and it popped.
So then let's just say Cole. Cole's the number one on the East Coast, and I think he's gonna be untouchable for the next 5-6 years.
Now, I guess Chicago would be what, Midwest? You would consider that Midwest?
Yeah,
I would say Mick Jenkins, and I would
never
put
heard
Mick-
of him.
Bro, we did 2 hours and 40 minutes. After that 20-minute break, we got like 10 more minutes, and we shut this shit down. So
Is he white?
Mick Jenkins, no, he black. He's from Chicago. Chicago based. He's probably dropped his first album, I think 2014, 2016. And I tell everybody,
Let me save this. It's Mick Jenkins.
Mick, M-I-C-K,
Okay.
Jenkins, Jenkins, and I would go in order from oldest to newest, which I believe was Pieces of a Man. No, Like Water.
Like this?
Mick, M-I-C-K.
Oh, M-I-C-K. Okay.
Yeah, M-I-C-K space.
Let's put this shit like McDonald's. Let me get a McDouble.
Let me get a Mick Jenkins on a side of fries.
It's on my playlist now.
Yeah, I would go in order. I'm gonna let you hear some. I'm gonna let you see the video. Joyner, Joyner Lucas,
Phenomenal lyricist.
phenomenal
lyricist.
visionary.
Oh yeah, definitely. But if we talking about the Midwest, Lil Durk, you got to bring him up.
Who?
Lil Durk,
No.
telling you, he's top guy there right now.
Lyricist?
It's a different way.
He spells it L-I-L?
Yeah, Lil Durk.
Oh, man.
I mean, but Lil Wayne. Come on, stop playing with me. Sorry. Lil Wayne was the top of the game.
But even that was funny to me. I didn't ever fucked with Lil Wayne.
He was the number one on the planet at one point. At one point, like for when a Millie dropped, and then that like the summers, like 2 summers after that, you couldn't hear a song without him featuring in it.
It was a problem.
He did 2,000 features in 1 year. I remember.
It was a problem.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
I think I got PTSD from Lil Wayne. From my homies playing him so much that I got PTSD. Has anybody ever played you something so much and they were such a fan
The Black Album.
that it made you not a fan?
The Black Album. Jay-Z.
Yeah. You're
Remember
like,
that
this shit is whack.
No, it got bro. You couldn't go nowhere without hearing the Black Album.
Yeah, but you were just
It
like,
was
oh,
like
shut the hell up.
7 singles on the radio.
Yeah.
Like Change Clothes, 99 Problems, Dirt on My Shoulders, Encore. You're like, yo, can you turn this off?
Enough.
Yo.
Enough.
But that was one of the greatest albums hip hop's ever seen. Like the Black Album was
Didn't
crazy.
you put that on social media? You were like, black. Was that you that was like, which one is better? Blackout.
Oh no, I said the Blueprint Which Blueprint was the best?
Blueprint.
Yep.
Which Blueprint was the best?
I still think it's 2 or 3. I don't know. They were all good, but I think 2 or 3.
KRS already had an album called Blueprint.
Oh my God. Jay-Z gives KRS props all the time.
He had to now.
Yo, come on,
Nas said it.
But all right, how about this? Jay-Z won the war. Nas won the battle. The takeover was ridiculous though. I think the takeover was better than Ether. I'm one of the very few that says the takeover was better than Ether.
Nah.
But I'm also not a Nas fan.
But
I'm not a Nas fan.
I am so hip hop.
Yeah.
See the tats, bro. I'm hip hop. 4 elements.
All right, but
I'm hip hop.
you think Ether was better than Takeover?
Because it came at him on some more hip hoppy
Personal
level. Where it was like, it felt grungy. It felt in a basement. It felt like we was on a block and we're gonna battle until one of us gives up. The takeover was like, yeah.
It was a hit.
It was a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit.
But listen, when it comes to hip hop and beef, real hip hop beef, fuck a song. Fuck radio. Fuck views. Fuck all that.
Yep.
It comes down to me and you got beef.
Okay.
And how good does it sound? And I felt like Nas felt more punch you in the mouth. And I felt like Jay-Z did, I'll spar with you, bro.
Nah, I think Hov.
He finessed it. He didn't come at it.
It's like comparing LeBron to Jordan. You can't.
So you're thinking Nas is LeBron and
No,
Jay
I'm
is
thinking they're
Jordan?
both great, but for different reasons. They're both great for different reasons. And I think
No, but hold on.
I'm an East
Jordan
Coast
is
dude.
Jordan.
LeBron's better than Jordan. Physically, mentally, IQ-wise, Jordan would have got destroyed by LeBron. If you put Jordan in
2 different eras. What?
If you put Jordan in LeBron's, if you put Jordan in LeBron's league, if you put Jordan in LeBron's league right now, right? Jordan ain't gonna know what to do with 4 out of 5 people on the team being able to shoot threes.
Okay.
And then 3 out of the 5 people can dunk.
Okay, but reverse that.
LeBron would be flying through the air in the 90s.
Well,
Are you
put LeBron
crazy?
in Jordan's era without flops.
If LeBron was alive during Jordan's era, he would have been the greatest player ever to exist
Negative.
ever.
You know why? Because Eurostep didn't exist.
Doesn't matter.
You weren't allowed
Doesn't
to run.
matter.
Have you seen him and James Harden
They're
run up for a layup?
Whatever.
They're running. Ty, they're running from the half court,
Bro.
picking up the ball and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Not 5, bro. Not 5. The Eurostep.
It was
Eurostep
1, 2.
is 2.5 steps. That's all it is.
Bro, they're doing 3, 4.
Nah, I know 3 or 4, my nigga. It's 2 steps and then your last step. So it's the last step doesn't count as a step because it's not. That's when you do your shot.
No, but they don't. They do 1, 2, 3. Flow.
You're crazy, bro. You're out of your mind, bro.
I don't watch the NBA.
You need a TV screen right there so we can pull up videos on YouTube.
We're gonna work on that. I was thinking about that since I had an hour to kill.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, I'm gonna bring the TV in here. I'm
Yep.
gonna get this shit out. I'm gonna screen record and I'm gonna do all this shit.
Listen,
Bro, them motherfuckers are playing rugby now.
Listen.
NBA is rugby.
If you go back to like highlights of Jordan, you're gonna see a bunch of white guys moving out of his way, and amongst those white guys, a bunch of them had no 3-pointer, a bunch of them couldn't dunk, a bunch of them couldn't make it to the hole because Jordan was just that good. Okay, but when you take the NBA today and you throw a Jordan in it,
everybody's athletic.
Everyone is a savage. You got Steph Curry's and Klay Thompson's and Kevin Durant's in the league. Kyrie Irving's in the league. Like, bro,
but everything changes. It all evolves.
Jordan would have not made it in the NBA today.
That sounds crazy.
Today, because you have super athletes. He was great because the rest of the NBA was fucking trash.
But my thing is this, though.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be them if it wasn't for him.
That's not true.
He paved the way for them.
No, Jordan was great, but he still got crossed by Allen Iverson.
How old was Jordan when that happened?
Doesn't matter. LeBron is still flying through the sky.
Yeah, because you know why?
Why?
Because somebody goes, and LeBron's like, oh!
No, because...
And they give him a foul.
Because bro is 6...
Fuck the NBA, Ty.
Bro is 6'7".
Fuck all them, Ty.
Was he like fucking 270 pounds? He's a fucking giant.
Exactly. So how is he falling down? Did you see the videos where people
All right,
are
listen.
like
I can agree.
Like,
LeBron flops. I agree. LeBron
He
flops.
flop. He needs an Oscar. That's what I mean. They're pussy.
No, what I'm saying is, okay.
No offense to pussy.
What I'm
I love
saying
pussy,
is,
but I'm saying not
I love me some pussy.
but
Listen,
it's soft.
all I'm saying is, they should be fouling more, as in calling more fouls, because
No, I think they should be knocking people out.
this ain't rugby. You
No,
got
they should, 'cause
you got
if you wanna flop,
multi-million-dollar
I'll take his
assets,
L.
multi-million-dollar assets on that court at all times. LeBron, he's worth $200 million.
problem.
So what I'm saying is,
As a fan,
you shouldn't have to worry about you playing the game and then getting punched in the face as a
yeah,
player.
that's not punching. No, but now you deserve to get punched in the face for all the flops.
Come on, bro.
Because if you're gonna
You're
call
talking about
this,
super athletes, bro, who don't miss half the time, like super
because
athletes.
nobody could touch him. Because
No, what I'm
even if
saying
you
is
look at 'em-
strategies. The offensive and defensive strategies are more strategic than they've ever been, and that's only evolution. Look at football. Football's harder than it's ever been.
Oh yeah, it's all defense now.
It's exactly so.
I mean, all
basketball.
offense, all offense. You can't play no defense now in the NFL.
Well, what I'm saying is the strategies are more like harder to get through. As in, like, you take somebody from the '90s and put them in today's NBA. There's like scenarios and plays they would be like, what? Why would we do that? And they're like, oh, it's a
It's like analytics.
fast-paced
Like
game
baseball's
now. Exactly,
analytics.
it's a fast-paced game now.
But
it's
then
a
also,
fast break
I
game.
feel like these people
Yeah.
could have survived in that game because in that game you was able to get punched in your chest and not getting called.
I disagree because nowadays people the general handles are much better.
Yeah, but you seen clips.
You got power forwards shooting threes now.
All right.
Come on,
Because it got soft because nobody's going to check you.
it got faster. It got faster.
It got faster, but what I'm saying is when people went in the paint,
Yeah,
they got mollywopped.
that's not okay. The Pistons. I know about the Pistons. I know about the Barclays
Yes.
of the yeah.
Mollywopped. If you going to come in here, you going to get mollywopped.
But guess
Hit the
what?
gym up.
Jordan's his skill, he got past that.
Exactly.
They would talk shit about him. He would come to their town and then blow him out by 40, 50.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the skill's even better than Jordan's days. What do you think's going to happen if you throw a KD in the 90s, bro?
You know
He's
what?
gonna
You know what's
shit-
gonna happen? He's gonna make a fake Twitter account. He's gonna make a burner account. He's gonna. That's how soft they are.
Nah,
They're
bro.
making burner accounts, worried about what's you.
If I put my top 5 against your top 5 would have no chance, bro.
You think?
I know.
And you know what's
I
crazy?
know, bro.
That my top 5 would be Jordan.
Dylan. That's been hot fire. That show was fucking wild, bro.
Yo.
Making a band. Remember how it used to be gas to watch that shit,
That's
bro?
just crazy.
They made the
Yo,
niggas walk to get fucking cheesecake.
That's crazy. I watched like a couple, and then
They
I'm like,
walked
this
8
is,
hours, bro.
I felt disrespectful watching it, and I
Oh.
was like, I can't partake in this.
The dirtiest ghetto
fuckery.
niggas you could possibly find, and then made them walk 8 hours to get cheesecake. But Juniors is worth it. You ever been to Juniors?
No, I don't think I have. If I did, I was probably drunk.
I'll face a whole cake to myself.
Yo, we just did like 2 hours
All right,
and
yo,
45
listen.
minutes.
All right, so
Anything you want to plug?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
I want to say this. First thing I want to say is that I'm happy Marcos agrees that LeBron's the greatest basketball player of all time.
I did not. That's fake news.
Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time. He agreed. You guys
Fake
saw.
news.
He's gonna edit this to where it's gonna seem like he didn't agree with me right now.
Fake news. It's fake news.
Nah, but for real though, we got big shit coming up soon. And
Word.
I got this Foff brand right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it.
FOFF. Check it out.
Next year, I'm gonna be lacing up the East Coast, trying to get everybody in one of these hoodies or T-shirts, and then fall or
Word.
spring T-shirts coming out. It's definitely worth it. Got the Instagram page. It's called. Let's see what
Yeah,
we
let me
got.
know. Let me know. So I'll follow that shit right now.
Let me see.
AWOL Podcast gonna follow that shit.
It's Foff FOFF _brand. Follow me on Instagram. We'll be doing some giveaways in the months coming. We got big plans. We got a big following actually, like word of mouth, which is like a very big thing. I'm like
FOFF
_brand. Yeah, so I'm building everything off word of mouth.
That joint right there.
Yes, sir. So that's all gonna be gone by the time you see it again. It's gonna be all new shit. I'm doing spotlights, by the way. That's my my angle.
Oh.
So I'm spotlighting every single person that has on the hoodie, and they're gonna tell me their life story, put their page on it, and then they're gonna tell me what Foff means to them. Continue doing that, and
I'm with that.
I already had like 4 of them, and it's like different ideas. Like somebody was like, "Oh, I'm against anti-hatred."
Word.
No, I'm sorry, I'm anti-hatred. I'm anti-homosexual. You know, blah blah. Like, no, I'm sorry,
Hating.
Exactly. Everybody has a different definition of what
Yeah.
this means to them.
Not anti-homosexual, anti-people that hate.
Exactly. I'm
like,
anti-suggestive. Somebody telling you how you should live your life. Everybody has a different definition of what this means, which means that we're on to something good.
Yes.
So I'm pushing that. Besides that, I'm trying to stay sane in this COVID.
Word. At least you got 5 negative tests.
Yo,
Chill.
5 of them shits. You know, it's crazy. They told me if I got 1 positive, they would give me 14 days paid. So that's why I took so many tests.
You were like, Jesus.
I took mad tests trying to get.
You're like, God
I was trying to get my 14 days paid. I was in Jamaica somewhere chilling,
You
dog.
was out here looking for people coughing. You're
What,
like,
bro? 5 negative tests is the most exhausting thing in the world, bro.
oh,
You're like, give me one. Just give me one.
just give me one. Well,
You make sure I'm asymptomatic when I'm getting that.
yeah, word.
Imagine I'm like dying 14 days straight. Like,
You're
oh.
like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah, but yo, I had a good time.
Everybody
On some real shit, I had
Yo,
a good time. This
thank
is
you for
like
being
love.
Here, bro.
Feel secondary.
I
I'll
say
be
this
back.
all the time.
I'll be back.
Hopefully you come back. I
back.
ask everybody. I really say this when I say, yo, I hope you come back. I really do hope you come back to where I hope this is a comfortable environment for everybody.
Of course.
It's the AWOL Podcast. Click, share, subscribe, and
Jesus
like.
greatest rapper ever.
You know, and we out of here.
Deuce.
Peace.
Ah.